The A-Team is back at another exciting mod pack adventure. Join us as we take on new enemies, use new magic, and discover brand new technologies. Today, we're playing a mod pack that's crazy, it's fun, and it's downright scary. Some of these monsters are incredible, some of these features are phenomenal. This is something you don't want to miss. Join us as we take on all new challenges in the mod pack, All the Mods 10. Once again, it's time to begin another glorious Minecraft adventure, this time in All the Mods 10. As soon as I joined, I noticed that I had a villager gift in my inventory, probably leftovers from their Christmas updates. And yeah, you typically know how this goes if you've seen these videos before. You gotta chop down the tree, craft the pickaxe, ignore boots then. Let's see if my flippers are faster
wait,
than the boots. 3, 2, 1, go. For some context, the A-Team is back at another exciting mod pack adventure. Join us as we take on new enemies, use new magic, and discover brand new technologies. Today, we're playing a mod pack that's crazy, it's fun, and it's downright scary. Some of these monsters are incredible, some of these features are phenomenal. This is something you don't want to miss. Join us as we take on all new challenges in the mod pack, All the Mods 10. Once again, it's time to begin another glorious Minecraft adventure, this time in All the Mods 10. As soon as I joined, I noticed that I had a villager gift in my inventory, probably leftovers from their Christmas updates. And yeah, you typically know how this goes if you've seen these videos before. You gotta chop down the tree, craft the pickaxe, ignore the lag, and from there, you do a little homework. How do you do that? By going into the quests log and seeing all of the available mods. And there are a lot of mods, otherwise it wouldn't be called All the Mods 10. But thankfully there is a simple skill tree that we can follow that will get us to the end, and hopefully we'll have the great armor that they have in store for us. But first we have to do a little mining. We gotta mine some sal ammoniac ore. I don't know what that's for. This green ore called infurium, we're gonna use that for mystical agriculture, basically a mod where you can grow diamonds and all sorts of stuff. So we want to collect a lot of it because it's very difficult, no, impossible to start without a lot of infurium. I then decided to explore further to see what other ores were available to me, at least until I was interrupted by this very rude skeleton wearing an ugly Christmas sweater. I guess he didn't get the memo that Christmas was last month, but you know what? I still admire its festive charm. Speaking of festive charm, don't be deceived by the friendly creepers wearing the Santa caps. They may drop candy canes, but they are still just as deadly as a regular creeper. I just noticed that I have an arrow between my eyes. That's kind of dangerous. Speaking of dangerous,
look how high I can go.
what is that noise you're making?
Are you ready for this?
Go for it. What the? Honestly, I would overlook the noise. That's some good spraying. Oh, that's gonna get old.
I have some baubles for you. What? Me jumping around?
The boing? Every mod pack has to have baubles. Little trinkets that you carry around. They give you abilities, and they're pretty nice to have. Take these roller skates for example. While they make things slippery, they do increase your speed.
To research them, you have to, like, figure out the constellation.
It was a few days after Christmas, but I was still receiving gifts. Roller skates, as well as a cool cowboy hat.
You have the roller skates on? Yeah, it's annoying.
Why would you want this?
What does it even do?
If you like running in a straight line, it's actually really good. Like, you go really fast.
Watch me clear this fucking river. Ready?
That's broken. Okay. So we still had yet to make a base, so I was basically homeless, and on top of that, I was starving. But there was a solution. Kylie gave me something incredible. This was an infinite ham, a food item that could regenerate over and over again. Basically, all you can eat. Getting one of those was gonna be on my checklist, but the main goal was to find a site for Kevin to build our house because in this video, he was our builder. But with the sun setting, it was time to settle down for the night. It was late, I didn't want to get killed by any monsters, not on my first day, so I decided to loot some of the items. I even put on the cowboy hat that Kylie had given me, looted even more chests, and I even managed to come across this amazing whoopee cushion. Or at least I thought it was amazing at the time. I would come to regret that later, you'll see why. And that's when I spotted this beautiful area. It was basically like this pirate cove type region. There were these massive columns of stone sticking out of the water, these grand arches. This was the place for our base. But what's a base without friends? And what are friends without a server? Luckily for you, there's Bisect Hosting. They host my server, and with plenty of affordable options, they can host your server too. And the best part is, they support almost every mod pack. Use code DOUBLESAL at checkout for 25% off your first order. Bisect Hosting, a great site for great servers. Kevin, are you good at making like a pirate cove?
I can make something work.
Despite hearing some slight hesitation in his voice, I had full confidence in Kevin. I knew he was going to put together one of the best pirate cove bases in Minecraft history. There was even a pirate ship in front of me, an obvious sign that the pirate base was a must. I decided to explore the ship's interior, hoping that the crew wouldn't be hostile towards me, but they were pillagers, so yeah, you can't always get what you wish for. The pillagers started pouring out of the ship, trying to shoot me with their crossbows. The only way I was going to raid the ship was with a friend. Thankfully, Kevin came to back me up, but first I had to craft myself some weapons along with some armor. I crafted myself an iron chestplate, and once I was ready, it was time to join Kevin in the assaults. We had to perform a tactical retreat in order to draft a proper plan. Kevin would occupy the pillagers while I scaled the side of the ship to attack it from the inside. As soon as I was on the boat deck, one of the pillagers came out of the cabin to attack me, but he was quickly dealt with. Then I decided to explore the upper decks, hoping to find some barrels full of loot. After all, this is a pirate ship, so there had to be treasure somewhere. After finding a few emeralds, it was time to go even deeper into the ship to find the real prize. Unfortunately, instead of treasure, I found a monster spawner along with a few pillagers who were more effective than I thought they'd be.
Ah! Oh, I gotta get out.
After being humiliated by the enemies on day 2, it was time to go back to my grave. Thankfully, I had this ghost run ability, plus I had the guidance of these little fairy markers that were leading me back to my death spots.
John, I'm being killed by an illusioner that's shooting me with like 4 different people, but I'm hitting each one and not like the one I'm hitting isn't the right one.
I got back to the boat, and as soon as I claimed my stuff, I was being harassed by another Vindicator.
Don't kill me again! Oh my gosh, the lag.
For a third time, I returned to the ship. Thankfully, it was cleared out by the time I got there. Now it was time to loot all the stuff. You know what? I guess there was still one more guy in there. I forgot about him. Anyways, now that it was cleared out, I could take all the treasures, including this jukebox, which I knew I would get a lot of enjoyment out of. Then I crafted my armor, and from there, it was time to go to the site of what would be our new base, the Pirate Cove, which some had dubbed Booty Bay. That name's not confirmed yet. We're still working it out, so, yeah. Anyways, it was up to Kevin to start building the foundations of our house, while I went out to explore even further. I came across this very interesting wizard tower. It looked pretty magical in there, so I had to climb to the top to see what was waiting for me, and all I found was this warp nexus, a block that looked familiar because I did do the Ars Nouveau mod in Dawncraft, but yeah, I don't remember much. Then I decided to make myself a little easier by crafting a crafting table on a stick. Think of it as a portable crafting table that you don't have to place down. All you do is click it and it pulls up the crafting menu. From there, it was time to move on. Basic tasks, you know, like chopping down more trees to get more wood. Honestly, I didn't have an objective. I just wanted to explore with the hopes of finding something cool like these bunny hoppers, a bauble that when you put them on your feet, you have the ability to hop. But you can't unlock that ability unless you unlock the constellation. That's right, all of the baubles are locked behind a puzzle. You have to take the stars, link them together to create the proper image. In this case, it was a bunny. And once that was complete, the constellation opened up, revealing the bauble's brand new ability, that being Jumper. You had to do this every single time, and some of the puzzles were way more difficult than others, but you know what? It's an interesting twist on the baubles. You could even upgrade them. Now that I had my bunny slippers, I was hopping around this brand new Minecraft world, and at this point, I was just trying to kill time. I knew that Kevin was going to take a while to build the house, so there was no need to rush anywhere. I continued looting some barrels, and that's when Kylie decided to join me on another expedition. I was having a lot of fun just going around looting barrels. I even found a music disc that contained some classic holiday music.
Man, I can't believe I got stuck with the base building.
Yeah, Kevin was a little annoyed that he had to work, but we were having fun. We even decided to race.
Okay, let's have a race then. Let's see if my flippers are faster than the boots. 3, 2, 1, go.
For some context, we both found baubles that allowed you to swim faster. We wanted to see which one was better, and in the end we realized that we hadn't even unlocked them yet because we still had to do the puzzle.
I didn't research it, that's why. Wait, hold on. This whole thing's invalid.
I decided to solve the puzzle while I was still floating in the middle of the ocean. I thought I could solve it in time, but eventually I was sinking and drowning.
John, you're sinking.
No, I'm drowning.
What? Bro. John, I'll do it for you.
I got it!
Ooh,
Hold on, that's a big brain.
Good job. Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
With the flippers now activated, it was time for the second round of the race. This time, we would actually see some results. And it turns out that the flippers were superior to whatever Kylie was using, some amphibian frog type deal. Anyways, it was time to move on. After hopping in the boat, Kylie ended up taking us to this weird island with some mysterious ruins. There were the remnants of what looked like an old portal along with a chest that had some weird loot inside. I say weird because the loot wasn't really loot. It was more of a, how should I put this, inconvenience.
Ah! I teleported somewhere!
What? How?
I had a warp thingy and it teleported me.
This was the result of interacting with an explorer's warp scroll, an item that's supposed to teleport you somewhere, but as you can see, it just dumps you off in the middle of the ocean. Maybe we were missing something.
This isn't even a place.
really
I'm just in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, for real.
The only point of interest in that whole area was this one shipwreck. I decided to dive inside to see if there was anything that could compensate for the time that we had wasted being teleported, and there was. This jellyfish necklace, along with the scuba mask, which Kylie insisted on solving because, I don't know.
I'll fill it out for you. No, I want to do it. I want to do it.
I already started.
But I want to do it.
After failing multiple times trying to solve this, I realized I wasn't qualified, so I ended up giving her the trinket so that she could solve it for me. While waiting, I studied the abilities of the jellyfish necklace, and basically, anyone who touches you gets zapped. Before I could even put on the new bauble, Kylie had already finished studying the snorkel mask. So yeah, in the end she ended up being the most qualified historian in our entire playthrough. Kylie jokingly requested 1 emerald as payment, and when I paid her, she was surprised and, well, she regretted not charging me even more.
Okay, now, I need you to hit me. I need to see if this does anything, because I don't like to read.
I wanted to see if the jellyfish necklace would shock her. From what I read, when a player comes in contact with another player, they get zapped, but nothing was happening. So I was a little confused. I decided to leave it alone, and we moved forward to the next destination, a beach with even more ruins. While I was exploring the chests, Kylie ended up making a shocking discovery. Sorry about the pun. You can unsubscribe now.
Oh, like if I walk into you, I get hit.
Yeah, that's the jellyfish necklace. I'm stinging you. Ow! Why am I hurt too?
I have a poison pendant.
Building is so hard.
Yeah, but it's the easiest, funnest thing to do.
Since Kylie was a researcher, I tasked her with studying this ancient relic.
Oh, a whoopee cushion? You want me to research a whoopee cushion?
Yeah, you're the historian, you're the archaeologist.
It turns out that the whoopee cushion has a knockback effect every time you fart. Yeah, it makes you fart, what'd you expect? It also has a chance to make you nauseous.
I feel like, John, I should rephrase my...
Whoa!
Fun.
Are you nauseous?
Do it again. I think it's because I'm wearing my jellyfish thing. Hold on.
3.5%. Okay, so it's like really rare. I'm just gonna be annoying. I'm just gonna be annoying this whole playthrough. Whether I'm jumping or crouching.
Kevin was working hard, but we were working harder, making discoveries like this goat's horn.
We should use that when we're returning back to the base so Kevin knows.
Kevin ended up putting in an order for some wood from a specific type of tree, so we were off to find that, and thankfully a biome was nearby that had just what we needed. But first we had to do some more experimentation with the whoopee cushion. We were pretty close to a breakthrough on the sciences of it all.
Wait, John.
Yeah?
It's doing it.
What, the farting thing?
Yeah, look.
Did you just knock him back? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Now, for some reason, my brain was telling me to dig straight down. My intuition could sense that there was a structure right underneath me, and it turns out that it was correct. It was a trial chamber. Now, I've never actually worked through one of these before. I don't know how they work or what you do in them. All I know is that there are crates that you can unlock, but how you unlock them, I have no idea. I decided to explore anyway, hoping that something would give me a hint as to how all of this worked, but all I ended up finding were monsters and empty chests. Thankfully, there were loot barrels. The problem was that I had no idea what any of this stuff was, especially this.
What is this?
What?
I found a scroll with runes on it, and when I right-click them, like, these symbols appear on the ground.
I ended up showing my discovery to Kylie, who was, safe to say, pretty impressed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Thank you! And in return, you can have this skull.
After that, it was time to start asking some real questions.
Do you do you fart when you take damage?
If something walks into me.
Are we inviting Mikey to the New Year's Eve?
At this point, the game was starting to bug, but it was to my advantage.
How do I do this double jump? I'm basically flying! Look at me!
What? I can't.
Ah!
Where are you?
I just flew. Wait, I'm doing it again.
Wait, I'm doing it too. Wait, I think the server's lagging.
Uh-oh.
I'm not lying.
I'm not lying.
Wait, maybe they leveled up.
Now, I knew we had vein miner for trees. What I didn't know was that vein miner was for every single block, at least until Kylie showed me. This was gonna be a game changer.
Sorry.
That one made me not. Wait, what the?
I spent the rest of the night mining down these ironwood trees while Kylie had a little too much fun with the whoopee cushion.
Do you think I can make that jump in the water?
Yeah. It just started. Oh.
After getting myself killed, we both decided it was time to go back.
All my inventory is full. Let's go home.
We're on our way, Kevin.
Yeah.
Ow! Kevin, you better space out these houses pretty far.
Me and John can't be next to each other.
It was finally time to see what Kevin had been building while we were off adventuring. Hopefully it was going to be worth the wait. To make things official, we decided to announce our arrival with a trumpet.
Tell me when you can start hearing that.
I can hear it. I can hear the announcement.
Keep playing it. Don't stop until we get there.
These are so annoying.
Oh, he made like a cute little staircase and everything.
So far, I was pretty happy to see that Kevin had made some serious progress. I couldn't wait to see what kind of house he had built for us. There he was, ready to give us the grand tour.
That's not me, by the way. I don't know why you're looking at me. That's not me.
I know who it is. I can hear it. Ow, he just hit me.
I'm sorry, it was my whoopee
You
cushion.
guys got coal, by any chance? Ow.
Oh, hey, I got the mega
Stay
ball
away
number,
from. Can you guys
right?
stay away from me? You guys hurt.
Kevin, hold on. I need to test something. Just. Alright, it works. Kylie, take us out! Ah!
Oh no! John, this is you look in front of us. This is gonna be your room.
This is
That's
this.
gonna be.
This is my room.
No. This is mine. I said look in front of us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait.
Please take it off.
Right.
Please take it off.
Okay.
Come back. All right. This pathway right here is leading into your room.
Where's my room?
Kylie, I will show you your room.
Big.
All the way down there. That's Kylie's.
What?
That's,
What?
that's,
John-
that's good. It's secluded. It's private.
I don't
John
want to.
said-
I don't want to be that far away.
So it turns out that Kevin hadn't actually built any houses for us yet. The situation was so dire that Kylie ended up having to carve out a small cave just to live in, which she dubbed a trinket shop. There she would decode all of the mysteries of every single relic that we discovered. I enhanced her sign, and from there it was time to go meet Kevin, who was busy carving out my house. In a couple of minutes, we went from being pirates to cavemen.
Your room's almost done. Well,
Wait.
I mean, not fully, but I mean like the outline.
I had to spend the next couple of minutes convincing myself that I could make a decent home out of this hole in the mountain. I then expressed my gratitude to Kevin because he was mining this by hand, not knowing that Vein Miner was still in the game. From there, I really had to crank up my imagination to visualize the perfect home. I started simple by placing some chests. As for the floor, I decided to keep it simple. Wood planks. Then it was time for show and tell.
I like Kevin's new skin. Take off your armor.
Why? Whoa! What are you doing? Look!
I
Don't
just wanted
touch.
I was just wanted to make sure you could. There's a wizard tower right next to us. Is that the one you took it from?
No, it's great. I'm thinking about doing like just one big wraparound window. Actually, this is a balcony. Yeah, this is a balcony right here.
A balcony that will lead right into my house.
Your house is gonna be over there?
Yeah, 'cause
she
Kevin's
didn't-
making
she
me
didn't-
far
She
to
didn't-
look away.
Bro, she didn't want the other one. That was farther
That
away.
one was even farther. Why can't I just like be John's upstairs neighbor?
He said he doesn't want to be near you.
No, it's because we can't touch each other.
Huh?
Or
I'm
else
putting my
we
jellyfish thing back
Yeah.
on.
set off each other's things.
Look, man, if John's okay with you being his upstairs neighbor, that's for you guys to talk. Like that means I don't have to make your like another house right now. That'd be perfect, actually.
I was thinking about making a second floor.
I can be John's downstairs neighbor.
Basement.
Actually, I was thinking about building a basement.
Like I was gonna use all 3 floors.
I don't mind you being my neighbor. You can live over there on that side.
That's my house.
After disputing property lines, Kylie decided to finally settle down in her trinket shop, even renovating it to have a second floor where she would live and store all of her stuff. It was a simple, modest home, but you know what? It's better than being homeless. At least that's the way she saw it. Perfectly fine. So now it was time to move on to the next big thing, pushing Kevin off the ledge while he's AFK. Well, actually, just kidding. The next big thing was to renovate my house, and about a quarter of the way through I realized that I didn't really have that many materials. Once again, it was time to journey with my traveling companion on an expedition that would yield lots of ores, wood, and anything else I could get my hands on. Now, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of time was spent trying to find a cave entrance. We didn't want to have to dig down, and thankfully that wasn't the case because all we had to do was look up. There was a floating sky island, and on top of the sky island, potential treasure. So using Vein Miner, we collected a bunch of dirt and stacked up all the way to the very top without trying to fall off. And at the top, a volcano. Now, the volcano didn't look like much, just looked like a cool generated structure, so we decided to descend inside, and it looked like it was going to be a dead end. Thankfully, she found an entrance to a hidden dungeon, and inside the dungeon, the loot we were looking for. This place was full of monster spawners, but surprisingly very few mobs, and lots of loot to go with it. Now, I don't want to complain about a good thing, but to whoever designed this dungeon, you do realize that the mobs won't spawn if there are light sources nearby, right? I mean, this place is full of lava, and for some reason the spawners are placed directly next to the lava. Just my 5 cents, you can ignore that. But anyways, yeah, it was a lot of fun just walking through and looting everything, and yet somehow Kylie still got herself killed. I don't know how, because I didn't even see the piglin brute that killed her. You know what? Let's just go back to looting chests. Anyways, like I said, we looted everything, and once we were done, it was time to move on to the next big thing, hopefully a cave. Now, while I love mod packs, what I don't love is actually mining the ores. Reason being is because while I'm familiar with vanilla ores, I'm not familiar with the hundreds of modded ores that are added. I don't know what to collect because I don't know what the stuff does. Now, I could look it up with just enough items, but there are way too many ores to do that, so in the end, I just collect absolutely everything that I see and clog up my inventory in the process. That tool I made, that's called an ore hammer. You'd think it'd be used to mine ores, but it's actually used to crush the ores into dust. A great way to multiply anything you mine. Basically, 1 ore equals 2 dust, and 1 dust equals 1 ingot. So yeah, great way to duplicate ore. After collecting everything I needed, I was gifted some uranium, and with that, it was finally time to head back home. Now that I had my materials, I could freely build whatever I wanted within the confines of this very interesting space Kevin had put together for me. First, I made an axe. I was going to have to use that axe to make what was called a carpenter's table, a beautiful crafting system that allows you to turn the textures of planks into anything you want, so long as it's in the catalog. I decided to start small by making these planks into crates. That way this could look like a secret pirate's lair. You know, something you'd stumble across if you were exploring a cave. You know what, I think a better way to explain it is that I wanted this to kind of look like a shipwreck, or at least the interior of one. After taking care of this baby zombie, the next step was to craft a mason table. That way I could texture some of the stone around me. The mason table is basically like the carpenter table, but like I said, with stone, lots of textures there to work with. While building, I noticed a lot of noise coming from Kevin's house, so I decided to check it out.
Come and hit me.
Huh?
Come and hit me.
Okay. Let's start. Hey, good luck next time, Kylie.
That was enough excitement for one day. I went home, broke up the stone, and added my new wood floors, which I had textured with the carpenter's table. Slowly but surely, this gross cave was finally turning into the perfect pirate hideout. After that, I was invited to Kylie's house for a brief home tour. Although, to be honest, I wasn't really sure what she was going to show me, seeing as how the last time I was here, I covered basically everything in the span of 10 seconds.
Is that like a trap door to death?
Yeah, go down there. Good, no.
I'm not gonna die.
Nope.
So yeah, in the end she lied to me, she ended up getting me killed, and then she had the audacity to complain when I collected my grave.
So,
Bro, you took the water with you.
yeah, that happened. That was a thing. I don't have it anymore. It's gone. Is there a spawner here?
There's gonna be at some point when I get around to it.
I don't know what this does, John, and I hope it doesn't ruin anything, but I'm placing it in your house.
A housewarming gift should be something like a mini cactus, not a box that lets out a demon.
John, what is this?
You open something up and it's like you let out a demon or something.
What was that?
It's gone now. It's in my walls. How'd you even get this?
I don't know. I got it because you said you were doing that mod.
Well, my house was haunted, though thanks to karma, Kevin was dealing with some frights of his own.
I make boing sounds and fart, bro. How do I scare you?
She makes a boing sound and farts.
With the house coming together, I was slowly beginning to wrap up the completion of the first front room. That's where I was going to sleep and store all of my stuff. Then I was invited for a real house tour this time, not some type of trap that was going to lead me to my death, in the new Kylie Cavern. At least that's what I called it for now.
You built all this already?
Now that my room was done, or I should say basically livable, it was time to start a mod, and in this case, I was going to begin mystical agriculture. The first step was to craft an altar along with the pedestals. This is where I was going to craft seeds, and with these seeds, we were going to be able to grow lots of ores. Meanwhile, Kevin was making more special progress of his own.
I mean, it looks rickety. Sounds like something you see at a pirate base.
Exactly what I'm going for. I'm not even done either. Like I already said I wasn't done. I'm just giving you pathways to your own house.
Oh, okay. There's a vision. I trust you.
Yes,
Hey,
I
please,
do
we're on the
too.
first day. You guys want me to complete the whole fucking thing? Please.
Why do the ladders look like this? Oh, they're rope link ladders. Kevin, you did put thought into this. That's cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not even finished. You just already want to redo it. Like what the hell?
Is that my frog lights? My one dripstone? Stand under it.
I'm okay.
I feel like it needs more like ruggedy lookingness, but like I still want to have like a floor, you know?
Kylie wanted to add some pizzazz to her base, so we added some moss, a few shrubs, basically any type of block that could make the cave feel a little more organic. To thank me for helping her, Kylie decided to go into my house and, well, set off a creeper.
John, there's a creeper inside your house.
I know, I trapped it in there.
Kylie just walked in there.
Nice. Just saw it.
Like I expressed there being a creeper in your house and she walks in.
My bad.
After swearing off charity for good, it was finally time to get back to mystical agriculture. I began by crafting the rest of the pedestals that I needed to complete the infusion altar, and from there it was time to move on to actually assembling the altar itself. All you have to do is place the pedestals around the altar, and then from there you are good to go. First, I decided to craft some infurium farmland. With this, I'd be able to plant ore seeds. Infurium essence could be mined, but it could also be farmed. But the first thing we had to do was craft a wand. After crafting the wand, it was time to make the infurium seed so that we wouldn't have to go mining for it. After that, I placed my farmland, planted the infurium seeds, and then from there, I learned bone meal doesn't work, so we were going to have to look at other ways to speed up growth. But for now, we had to make an infusion crystal. The infusion crystal was essential, but more on that later. Here's how the altar works. If you want to craft a seed, you have to place the items on the pedestals. Don't forget to place your prosperity seeds in the middle, then you click the altar and they combine to make, well, the seed. In this case, wood seeds, which are pretty simple. I planted the wood seeds there, and then Kylie decided to pay me a visit. She ended up upgrading my backpack.
Please don't. Please don't.
Oh my god, thank you.
Fucking damn it.
I then crafted these green blocks, more on that later, because I had to go look at a rainbow.
Do we have the same shader? Oh, what? Where's the other one?
Yeah. It's right above it. You don't see it?
Oh, barely.
I think
standing.
I think you gotta put your render distance farther, cause like it's like really far.
After basking in nature's beauty, it was time to demonstrate the power of the Infurium Growth Accelerator. It basically speeds up the plant growth. As for the base progress, Kevin added a dock and some little details to bring it to life. He added some lanterns, barrels, pieces of driftwood, little things to tie it all together. In return, I wanted to give Kevin a tour of my facilities.
This looks so nice. Stand right here. Stand right here and look at that. Is that a view or is that a view?
It is a view.
Alright, anyways, what I wanted to show you. Look at those ugly little plants right here up against the wall. This one grows dirt. This one grows wood. Although that one's not really that exciting. Like almost every plant does that. And this one grows infurium.
I see. What is? Explain to me what Infurium does.
Infurium is this disgusting green slop right here, and that's what you use to craft all of the other seeds. So like these are like the level 1 plants, and then the higher tier plants are like diamond, emerald, and all of that.
I see.
So this is like, you know, early start.
Now that I had successfully grown Infurium, it was time to start drafting plans to expand my operation. But first, some cosmetic upgrades to my infusion altar area. I added some frog lights courtesy of Kylie. I also wanted to add some depth to the ceiling. So I broke some blocks, added some other details, and I thought it looked pretty good. And on top of the frog lights, I was even gifted all of these fruits and vegetables. I'm pretty sure tomatoes are fruits. If I'm not, correct me. Next, it was time to use a new block I had crafted, a saw. Basically, you put wood in and you can craft a ton of items. In this case, I was going to craft some barrels. Now, these weren't like your typical vanilla barrels. These were just cosmetic.
I hate doing smart people fucking mod packs. Holy shit.
Hi.
Hello, smart person.
You like my table?
Yeah, it's cute. Can you be a smart person for a second?
What would you have me do?
Set up the spawner. Here it is.
Primitive alloy smelter with 3 coal.
And I made some alloys. Next thing that I need to do, make a sag mill.
There, sag mill.
After helping her with that, I gathered some sugarcane because I had to craft paper. Reason being, paper was going to be the first item I needed to start working on my storage system.
How much have you guys progressed in the mod pack?
I started mystical agriculture, and I'm making a storage system right now. I'm gonna link all my chests together. It's like a pirate hideout. See that skull? Arg. And then this is supposed to be like some ruins.
John, I think I'm gonna expand this way. And do you see those 3 like pillars right there? And that's gonna be our enchanting area.
Kevin, show me the booty bay progress so far.
If you want to know who that disembodied voice was, that's Robert, and he was expecting results.
This is our platform.
Our dock.
Our dock, thank you. And then, you know, some patching we had to do because we're pirates. This is Kylie's trinket reading and storing.
The garlic shack.
The garlic shack. I don't know what this goes down here. I've never been down here. But just know it leads you to your death. I've seen John die to it. This is if you want to walk the plank, you know. I'm eventually gonna throw you a deep epic. But we're gonna ignore that. If you come up here, you're gonna see the portal of hell. That's our show. And then if we come up here, we have.
No, this is my house. Yeah, this is the hideout. We got a lot of stuff going on in here. We got storage. We have the crafting corner. We have a table for 1 right here. And this is where we make seeds.
Well, we have our trusty pirate ship right here, ready whenever.
I see.
We head out. I built that, by the way. So that took the most of the time. Booty Bay isn't done yet. It's because I still got to build like random houses you see on Booty Bay, like around on the edge of the mountains. But this is Booty Bay so far. This is day 2. What do you think?
Yeah, man, day 2.
I expected a whole lot more, if I'm being honest.
Out of day 2?
Yes.
I'm doing this in survival, please.
No, but like you guys are spending a long time on that world, so I don't know.
Kevin is the only builder.
Yeah, he's a tough critic. Well, I needed quartz for my storage system.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how dangerous is the Nether? 10 being the most deadly.
10.
Because I need 1 piece of quartz.
If you're a Minecraftian, I give it like a 6.
A Minecraftian.
All right, I'm going to the Nether. I'll be right back.
But it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I gotta say that they were kind of exaggerating. It wasn't that bad. See, they had walked through the portal previously, and, well, they didn't look down when they were walking, so they fell.
No way. Today is my lucky day.
Because they were terrified of going back into the Nether, they actually missed out on this piece of ancient debris which was right by the portal. After gathering the quartz, which was conveniently located right by the portal entrance, it was time to go back to continue working on the storage system. I needed the quartz to make myself some redstone components, along with a storage controller, basically the brains of the storage system. Now, don't get your hopes too high for the storage system. The mod was actually way more basic than I thought it'd be. With the device in my hand, I could link all the crates to the storage controller. Now, how exactly that would benefit me, I'm sorry guys, but I don't actually show you because I gave up on this mod. Too complicated for me. Well, at least we still have mystical agriculture. As for Kylie, she was working on making the mob grinder. I had to deliver some torches to her, and in return, she actually gifted me something useful. Not death this time, not a creeper exploding in my base. Instead, she gave me a flying broom, which was pretty useful to have because I was going to start another mod, Evilcraft. And to fuel the broom, you need blood. Now, the broom was pretty good.
Whoa. Wait, am I...
Dude,
Did I do that?
shit. Yes.
Now, like I said, the broom was pretty good if you like flying in a straight line and only a straight line because this thing can't turn. It just goes in one direction. Well, we'll find a use for this later. Next, it was time to craft a harvester pylon. Reason being, I wanted to upgrade my mystical agriculture farm. Now, what does a harvester pylon do? It basically harvests your crops and replants them automatically for you. But first, I had to go to the nether to gather more materials, that being quartz blocks. I went inside this fortress to find some gold along with some nether wart, and of course my fair share of wither skeletons. Now, I know that quartz was my priority, but come on, there was a lot of loot in this place, and hopefully I could find some good treasure along the way. But no, just more wither skeletons and some pretty mediocre items. Once I had collected the materials, I went back to the overworld to go check on Kevin's progress. He was making a new area for enchanting, but first he had to build this really long bridge. As for Kylie, she finished her mob grinder. I went there to go click the waystone, that way I could teleport whenever I wanted, and well...
Ew.
Why'd you say ill?
I can pick up the mob drops.
Thank you for making this, Kylie. I'm grateful. I'm going back home now.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I was back in the nether for a third time because I forgot to mine blackstone, another essential component to making the harvester pylon. But first, gold blocks. I mean, come on, if you're presented the choice between mining gold blocks and blackstone, you gotta go with the gold blocks. Once I had the blackstone, well, I was already here, so why not continue the journey? I explored hoping to find even more gold blocks because I noticed that Kevin had an abundance of wealth and he said it all came from the nether, so I was hoping to get as lucky as he did. I came across this structure inhabited by zombie piglins, and on the inside, a baby piglin, including some chests and an anvil and a bunch of other stuff. At first, the loot looked a little underwhelming. Some arrows, some bone blocks, but then when I saw the upgrade template, I knew that this journey through the nether was going to be very financially prosperous. I collected all of my gold, threw it in my storage system, and then I made plans to go back to the nether. But you know what, that was recreational. There was some real work to be done. We had farming that we had to do. And farming, well, it's going to be way more profitable than journeying through the nether. The first step was to expand this area. You see, there wasn't a lot of farmland where we were living at here in Booty Bay. I had to terraform, place a lot of dirt. I even put up some fences, that way I wouldn't fall down, because sometimes I can be a little clumsy. I added some lanterns, that way the monsters wouldn't spawn on my newly created platform. The last thing I needed was a creeper messing up my terrain. Essentially, the goal was to maximize as much space as I could in this tight area. Then somehow, and I'm being honest here, I got sidetracked. I went from making a farm to doing some more interior decorating. I crafted these neat standing torches, which were basically just little fire pits. Then I went to go collect some wool because I needed a rug in my living room. Like I said, I got extremely sidetracked, so much to the point where I was off venturing for blocks like wool. Once I had the wool, I crafted a new crafting station called a loom table, just like the carpenter's table, except it retextures wool blocks. Once I had the proper texture for the wool blocks, it was time to start experimenting with rug designs. There were a lot of textures to choose from, but I wanted to pick something that was a little rugged. You know, something that looked like I had some wear and tear. This was a pirate base after all, and if you have a rug in a pirate base, don't expect it to be in the best condition. I added a waystone, that way I could quickly teleport back to my base, and basically this was the design I ended up settling on. This old tattered rug that was just there in the middle of the room. As for my bed, I didn't want it to look like a regular bed, so with some trapdoors I decided to convert it from a simple bed to a nice little couch, you know, like a little love seat. There I could warm up by the fire and doze off into dreamland. With that now complete, my house was just a little bit cozier, and now, for the cherry on top, I crafted a little display case. I wanted a place to store my spyglass, that way people really knew I was a pirate. With the spyglass and the skulls on the mantle and everything in place, now this was a real pirate base. But pirates are known to be innovative. Sometimes they can craft crazy things out of nowhere with just their wits. And in this case, Kylie ended up crafting an entire workstation full of all of these complicated machines. She even put together a windmill. Not an old-timey windmill, like a modern windmill. Look at that. That being the source of power for all of the machines she had just showed me. As for Kevin, he made some progress of his own as well. An enchanting station where we could finally start upgrading our weapons. Unfortunately, the bookcases were not maxed out, as there was a mod to do that for better enchantments, but we'll get to that later. Now it was finally time to craft our harvester pylons. With these harvester pylons, we were going to automate farming and take mystical agriculture to the next level. Now here's how it works. You place the harvester pylon on the ground. Then from there you have to give it some water, that way you can have your crops growing around it. And once it's waterlogged, you have to plant your soil. In this case we're going to use Inferium farmland. Next, you take your growth accelerators, you place them directly underneath your farmland, and like that you can multiply the growth speed. But like I said before, we want to scale up our production, which meant I had to craft more Inferium seeds. More Inferium seeds means more Inferium. But I didn't want to just plant a bunch of seeds, I also wanted to increase the speed, so I crafted what was called red fertilizer. Now red fertilizer is extremely effective in increasing the speed of Inferium, although it comes at the cost of me having to break up my Inferium farmland to plant the seeds on regular soil. But you know what, that's a small sacrifice I'm willing to make because this stuff is absolutely broken. Instantly I noticed that these crops were growing way faster. And with that, we were finally automating Inferium. As for the infusion crystal, it's used to basically upgrade the essences, lets you combine them. You can even make something called a prosperity diamond, which is the base to make these other upgraded diamonds. And these upgraded diamonds, they're used for other crafting recipes like making more growth accelerator blocks, just like those you see right there before you. These growth accelerator blocks combined with the red fertilizer, well, you're basically just multiplying the speed even more. The idea was to make a farm that was fast and efficient. Eventually we were going to start hitting some other bottlenecks, but we'll get to those later. These blocks were pretty expensive though, so be sure you have plenty of diamonds. Don't forget to put hose inside of your harvester pylon, or else they're not going to harvest anything. The crops are going to grow and they're just going to stay that way. In order to kill some time, I was going to do some interior decorating in the back room. You see, this area was a little neglected and I didn't like how plain it was, so I took some inspiration from Kylie's base and went for a mossy cave design. I broke some cobblestone down, and then from there it was time to start customizing it with more blocks and some moss and basically anything to make it look overgrown. With the excess blocks that I had, it was time to design another feature in the front of the house, this one being a skull. If you can even call it a skull, I mean, I think it kind of looks like a skull. I thought it would be a nice addition for my pirate base. And then finally, to kill even more time because these crops were taking a while, I decided to start researching some of my baubles or my relics. Once the relics were researched, I gave them a test drive, and these things were pretty effective, especially the springy boots. I added some mossy slabs and some moss carpet, and the back room was eventually complete, ready for work. With all of that out of the way, the essence was finally ready to be harvested and upgraded to Prudentium. But first, a house tour from Kevin.
Okay,
This guy just entered.
I see that you added to your room. It's not a cave anymore, it's a home. And it looks like ruins. Oh, you got some chandeliers? No way. You probably went exploring too, because you got a ton of emerald blocks. Where'd you get all the gold?
In the nether, there's just an abundance of everything.
Yes, Kevin's building skills were really coming together, or so I thought. You see that beautiful boat down there? You'd think Kevin built it, right? Wrong. Kevin cut corners in the most heinous way possible. You see that boat that he handed me? Well, that basically allows you to generate an entire structure for absolutely nothing. You even get to pick which structure you want to generate. There's just tons of options. See that hologram?
Whoa, hold on. How do I change the style? Byzantine, Shogun.
As you can see, there were a lot of options, and I had to pick one that was just right.
What does Shogun look? Oh, Shogun looks cool. Oh, that one is a Viking ship.
In the end, I ended up settling for a more European design as opposed to Kevin's. You see, this resembled a pirate ship, at least in my eyes. It was small, but you know what? It was a worthy vessel.
We gotta build the dock. Whoa, I'm flying. We gotta build the dock between these two.
How are you flying?
Sometimes the server lags and my double jump is extended.
I wanted to explore the interior of the ship. You see, this ship came from a mod called Mine Colonies. That's basically what allowed us to generate this whole thing, and sometimes these mine colony builds come with free stuff. In this instance, Kevin's ship came with a bunch of diamond blocks and gold. As for my ship, well, it came with some wool along with some pork chops. Yeah, pretty useful. This is Kevin's ship. Let's take a look inside here. Kevin's ship was more of a Roman design, although I don't know what he did to deserve all of this loot.
Wow, this is actually...
Oh, what? Diamond block?
Yeah, up here, down... This was like the quarters where I found the pirate outfit. It was like standing right here.
Nice. This is gonna be a surprise for Kylie. There's no room for her on this side, though. She's gonna have to make a boat elsewhere.
Alright, tell her I built them.
Yeah, I will. Look what Kevin built.
I noticed that Kevin was using a really interesting tool which I planned on making later, but first I had to make myself some steel with coal and iron dust. At this point, iron wasn't really cutting it anymore. And yeah, steel armor. It's pretty decent stuff. It's not the best, but you know what? It's not the worst either. Now that I had my steel armor along with my cowboy hat, I was pretty happy with my pirate outfit. Now it was time to make the next tier of seeds, coal seeds, because, well, I was running out of coal. This also meant I had to expand the farm a little, that way we could start growing other ores. There you go, you plant the coal seeds down, and now all we had to do was wait. And honestly, these things grew pretty fast. What you get is coal essence, which you combine to make 12 coal. And like that, we had automated a resource. Hopefully we could automate iron next. But first, I wanted to continue upgrading my gear. I enchanted my pickaxe with efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3. And then from there, I upgraded my armor as well. Just the helmet and the chestplate. I didn't have that much XP, and would you look at that view. Now it was time to craft this very interesting tool called a paxel. I would craft the tools with the resource known as osmium, and once that was melted down, you basically combine the pickaxe, shovel, and axe to make a 3-in-1 tool. All I had to do now was enchant the paxel, but with what? I was hoping to get something good, and after cycling through a few enchantments, I settled for Fortune 2 and a couple other things which I had no idea what they do. Now that I had new gear and a new tool, it was time to go into the Nether to do some more adventuring. There was a lot going on in the Nether, and I felt like I was properly equipped to go explore it safely now. And I started off my journey by finding some chests near this stronghold, and then another structure nearby. Inside this structure, like I said, lots of wealth, lots of gold. This is exactly what I wanted, and now I could finally start using gold for other projects. Once I collected the gold, I continued to move forward, hoping to find even more treasures. Maybe even some upgrade templates for my future netherite armor, if I was so lucky to get that far. While venturing through the interesting terrain of this world, I came across a few more chests with a lot of items that I didn't recognize, like those red ingots. I don't even remember their names. And then things went from yellow to blue really quickly. One thing I love about the modded Nether is that there are way more biomes, which makes it way more interesting. But the bastions are basically the same. Aside from the fact that the piglins were wearing Christmas sweaters, it was basically another day at the office for going into bastions. You gotta watch out for the piglin brutes because they will take you out with 2 hits. Thankfully, I had my springy shoes that would allow me to bounce out of any dangerous situation. Eventually, I found another smithing template upgrade, which meant that my netherite armor was basically secured. And then from there, it was time to test out the power of the paxel. And based on the damage it was dealing, I think it's safe to say that this combination of tools was a very effective weapon. After dealing with the piglins, I made my way to the very top of the bastion, ready to loot some more chests. The first chest, a relic along with some iron blocks. But the second chest, that's where the real gem was. In there, the Pigstep music disc. The absolutely legendary addition to the Minecraft music disc collection. I don't know why I'm so excited about it, but Pigstep is great. After that, it was time to mine some ore. Nether ore, that meaning solium ore. What is solium ore? It's an item we're going to use in mystical agriculture so that we can collect souls. But that aside, this next part was kind of frustrating. So here I am fighting these wither skeletons, when all of a sudden I see this very valuable vibranium ore. It's supposed to be super strong, so I've heard. So anyways, I try to collect the vibranium ore with my pickaxe, and well, there's no indication if I can break it or not at the top. And so I go for it, and guess what? I guess the pickaxe wasn't strong enough because that thing disintegrated. After weeping over my losses, it was time to move on to this island that contained what looked like a dragon skull. Now, this dragon skull, aside from the really cool structure, there wasn't a lot going on here. But on the other side of the lava, what looked like a desert temple. So I was gonna go check that out, but first I had to do a quick examination of this area to see if I was missing anything, and aside from this ruined portal, like I said, not much going on here. I collected what little there was, and then from there I made my way to the desert temple, or nether temple. Once I was there, I carefully walked around, hoping not to set off any traps, because well, that's what these things are known for. While the outside looked similar, the interior was a little different. There wasn't a hole that I had to mine through with chests at the bottom, so I thought I was safe, but I guess I set some TNT off by opening the chest. I don't know how. So yeah, rest in peace to all that stuff that was in there. The last structure of this nether expedition was a pirate ship. Another pirate ship. Now, there were enemies on board, so I had to be extra careful when bridging across, but you know what? Sometimes fate just tells you no. So yeah, let's just ignore what just happened. Let's get back to something safe, like farming. There was a lot of farming that we had to do, but first we had to upgrade our bunny slippers. After that, we upgraded a relic that gave us the ability to lifesteal, along with our cowboy hat. That's right, you can actually upgrade these things. Now, do you remember that ore we collected in the soul stone? Solium? Well, we're gonna use Solium to make what's called an XP capsule. Now, an XP capsule is basically a vessel that can store your XP. That way, if you die, you just tap into the XP stockpile that you have and you're good to go. So we threw some of the materials in our copper furnace, that way we could craft the capsule. But this furnace was taking way too long, so I had to upgrade it to a silver furnace, then a gold furnace. Can you guess what happened after that? Diamond furnace, and then lastly, the ultimate furnace, the emerald furnace. This was going to speed up our smelting by I don't know how many times. Anyways, this stuff was starting to smelt extremely fast. I mean, look at that speed. With these blocks, I was trying to create something called soul glass. Soul glass would make up basically the entire body of the experience capsule. Then from there, I had to craft some prosperity ingots, combine it with solium to make solium ingots, and then you combine the glass and the ingots to make your experience capsules. You put the capsule in your offhand, and once you go up to any mob and kill it, the experience is automatically harvested and stored in the capsule. Now, the reason we needed this capsule was because we were trying to make XP seeds. Yes, that's right, you can grow XP, and we needed to fill 4 of these things. But first, I wanted to explore this tower. They're pretty common, but I never stop and take the time to actually go and check them out. Now, inside the tower there are item frames with multiple gems. I don't know what those do, but books, enchanted books, and some of them with, oh, yeah, that's right. These are also rigged to explode. So if you're going to play this mod pack, assume that every chest you encounter has a TNT block under it. Back at base, I wanted to upgrade my infusion crystal. You see, the infusion crystals come with a very limited amount of durability, and you use them a lot, so they break pretty quickly. But if you upgrade them into the master infusion crystal, then the durability is unlimited. To do this, you have to combine your essence until you get supremium. It's basically one of the most expensive items in the game because it's such a grind to get. But once you have your supremium essence, you make a supremium diamond, and then from there, you have your master infusion crystal. Now you can combine your essences all you want, thanks to this indestructible gem. After crafting that, it was time to collect all of my coal essence to convert it into regular coal. Now, these plants were so effective that once I was actually crafting them into the item, my inventory was instantly filled. I was also running out of regular wheat seeds, which I was converting into the ore seeds, so I had to go out and collect some more, but then I realized that this was annoying, so instead, I was just going to have to start a wheat farm and have the harvester pylon collect the seeds for me automatically. Now, when I was putting the farm together, I saw that there was something called an eternal water bucket, so I wanted to start working on that because, you know, it could be useful. I made something called a weather container, but you know what, it was a lot of work, so for now, we were just going to stick to a regular infinite water source. After that, I set up a simple harvester pylon setup along with my little wheat farm, and being the impatient person that I am, I decided to just bone meal the first of the crops because there were seeds that I needed, like, at that very moment. Once I collected the seeds, I meant to keep working on the wheat farm, but then it started raining. Going back to the infinite water bucket, you see this bottle called a weather container? Well, supposedly it could contain weather, like rain, which is exactly what I needed. All I had to do was throw the bottle, or so I thought. I kept throwing it while it rained and nothing was happening. The bottle wasn't containing any of the weather, so I was a little confused as to why this wasn't working. And it turns out that there is a dedicated structure that you have to find if you want to collect the weather. So I was just going to leave it alone for now. That red farmland there, that's called tertium farmland. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. We were going to use this farmland to grow our iron seeds, because when you use this type of farmland, it produces more essence. At least that's what I read. Anyways, while we were waiting for that to grow, it was time to move on to another mod, Evilcraft, because I wanted to make something called a Vengeance Pickaxe. Now the Vengeance Pickaxe has Fortune 5 on it as soon as you craft it, so this was going to be a small investment with big returns. First, I collected all of my Prudentium growth accelerators and placed them under the farmland because it was taking a while. Then I crafted some of the first items to make my pickaxe, including a blood extractor. You see, to make the pickaxe, you needed blood. And you can combine the blood extractors to actually increase their storage capacity, so we went from 5,000 to 10,000, and now it was time to go collect some samples. Now, how does one collect samples of blood? Well, you gotta kill things. A lot of things, especially for the item that we were trying to craft. Some pigs, some sheep, it wasn't a lot, but you know what, it was a start. I then came across a village with another one of those wizard towers that blew me up, you know, remember? Anyways, inside the tower, I made sure to carefully break the TNT under the chest this time. Once that was broken, I could finally loot the items, a few books with enchantments I wasn't familiar with. After looting that, I decided to dig straight down because I could sense that there was something very important underneath me. And guess what? There was one of those trial chambers. Now, I came across one of these earlier in the video, but this time I was actually ready to see how they worked. So as soon as the monsters started spawning, they began to fall one by one, which was perfect because once they died, I collected blood. Interesting enough, even the skeletons, once they died, they gave me blood as well. How that works, I have no idea. But anyways, once I killed a few, a key came out of one of these cages. I don't know what the key unlocked, so I just kept going. Ideally, I wanted to fill up this blood extractor, so this was the perfect place to do it. One of the more annoying spawners was the one that created baby zombies. I mean, those small hitboxes are just obnoxious. Bleeding into the trial chamber was this monster dungeon, and inside the chests was something very interesting. Condensed blood. That blob that looks like a heart, that could be used to fill the extractor as well. Once I collected that, I wanted to see what these keys did, and it turns out that the vaults are actually like loot crates, and they cycle through random items. Now, if you play the modern Minecraft updates, you probably already knew this, but for someone like me, this was a breakthrough. Now, I knew that the keys actually had some value, so I was more inclined to actually exploring the rest of this area, especially when I saw that this thing was dispensing armor trims. I mean, that's pretty good loot. I went around trying to open as many crates as I could because I had multiple keys by this point, but for some reason some of them weren't opening. But that's fine because the blood extractor, it was already full, so I could move on to the next step, crafting the items for my pickaxe. But to do that, first I was going to have to infuse some gems with blood. But before I did that, I went to go check on the iron essence, and it turns out that it was being produced at a steady rate. You know what, I was gone for a few days, but that was still a lot of iron. Once I collected my iron, it was finally time to get back to Evilcraft. Step 1, I had to make a special type of cauldron, one that could be used to dry blood. But I didn't have any dye, so I had to go diving looking for some squid, that way I could kill them and collect the ink sacs. I swam around our local bay until I found some squids. They weren't that hard to find, although they did put up a fight. Eventually I got into a fight with the shark, but the shark was quickly dealt with after he decided to take a chomp out of me. Now that I had the materials, I took the ink sacs to a cutting board and extracted the black dye. With the black dye, I was then able to create the cauldron that I needed, and then from there it was time to figure out a place where I would put them. I decided to just have them in the back room, although I was making plans to create a dedicated space later. I poured the blood inside of these basins, and then from there it was just a waiting game. Eventually the blood dried into basically dry blood, or hardened blood. I placed the blocks down just to get a better look at them, and when I broke one, I realized that these were just like ice. You know, if you break ice, you get water. If you break hardened blood, you get blood. in liquid form. Seeing how this was such a biohazard, I decided to create a space dedicated simply to Evilcraft where I could deal with all the blood. I even got the chisel mod, that way we could make a nice space for it. It wasn't just gonna be some gross back room. I wanted to create some type of perspective art. As soon as you walk in, you would be greeted with the mouth of the monster. I was even gonna add some magma blocks on top that would resemble eyes, and it would only look like that if you were standing in a certain spot. You know, kind of like an Easter egg. It was pretty simple, but I thought it was a cool illusion. After that, I began carving a pit where I would place my blood down, you know, like a little pool. Not to bathe in it, but I did have to have a certain size if I was going to be infusing these gems with the blood. Once that pit was created, I poured the blood, and now it was time to begin one of the first infusion experiments in this brand new room. So this is basically how infusion works in simple terms. You pour the blood into the pool, and then you throw the gem inside. The gem sucks up the blood, and you know, you get a blood gem. But you have to be quick about it, because if you leave the blood out too long, it eventually hardens into hardened blood, which isn't what we want. But you can break it and it reverts back. So I threw the gem in, and it wasn't working, and at the time the theory was, I guess I didn't pour enough blood. Once I added a little more, we finally got our gemstone, a dark power gem. And with that, we were one step closer to making our fortune pickaxe. I eventually moved the cauldrons inside of the infusion room where I could make more of the blocks, which I was gonna need for later. Once the blocks were ready, I collected them and took them to a furnace. There they were gonna be smelted so that they could be refined into something called a hardened blood shard. Here we go, putting them into the furnace there, and I'm still amazed by that speed. Once the blood shards were done, it was time to take them and combine them with a gem to create a blood infusion core. And then you take the infusion core, surround it with cobblestone, and there you have a blood infuser. It's basically a more refined way of doing that. You can also make some colossal chests and a bunch of other cool items with Evilcraft, but like I said, you need a lot of blood. The beauty of the blood infuser is that now we can basically empty our entire extractor in there, and all we have to do is add the items and they get mixed with the blood, so we don't have to use that gross little pool that I made prior. We also have to make some undead trees. Undead trees, I think that's what they're called. And to do that, you first have to dry some saplings in the basins until they become dead bush. Once you have your dead bush, you put it in the blood infuser, and there you finally get a special type of sapling. The reason this sapling is special is because once you grow it, and here I am spamming it with bone meal, well, the tree starts to bleed. It's like a bloody tree. I don't know how else to explain it. You see it dripping on the floor? That's blood. Anyways, we're not here for the blood, although you can collect it. It's a slow, inefficient way to get blood. What we want are the undead logs. Once you chop down the undead logs from the undead tree, instead of getting more undead saplings, you just get the dead bushes back, which you have to infuse again with more blood if you want to regrow it. Combine the planks with the dark gem, and you get a dark stick, which is going to make the handle of the pickaxe that we're trying to craft. Now that we have all the ingredients, 2 dark sticks, 3 diamonds, and some hardened blood shards, and like that you have a vengeance pickaxe, a tool that automatically has Fortune 5, which is just what we needed. But before we move on, there were a couple of other Evilcraft items I wanted to try, like this ring here. The ring allows you to control spirits, which is just what we need, because every time we mine with this pickaxe, there is a chance that a hostile spirit might spawn and attack us. So we're gonna need that ring to keep ourselves safe. But first, to make the ring, we have to crush some of these gems with this squeezer. To make the squeezer work, all you have to do is jump on the top, and eventually the press will come down onto the gem and crush it into dust. Then you flip it with the lever and the machine resets, ready to crush more items. So I repeated this process a few times until I had enough powder to start crafting my ring. After that, I went to go get some iron, and from there I had all the ingredients I needed to craft the vengeance ring. But the vengeance ring was just the first step. I combined it with more materials to make this new item here, and with that, this vengeance focus was going to be used to actually control the spirits and put them in the spirit box. An item you may recognize because earlier Kevin actually opened it and released a spirit in my house. So I went back to his base to go see if he still had the box because I wasn't trying to craft another one.
I need the purple box.
The purple box.
Kevin, you gotta have it. You gotta have the purple box.
What's it called? Do you know what it's called?
It's called the Box of Eternal Closure.
Pretty sure I left that box in your house, didn't I?
I don't remember.
What's it for?
Evilcraft. Whoa, 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 whoa! This is sacred.
What is this?
It's my sack. It's nothing. It's where I take a bath.
I didn't even read. Did you make this look like another skull?
No.
Bro, this looks like a skull.
It's perspective. It looks like that, but that's not what it is. Stand right here and just see yourself out. Let's look for that box.
Is this a demon chamber? What the?
I gotta make it.
So, Kevin didn't have the box, but thankfully he was generous enough to donate materials to make one.
Hey, John, do you want to look at something?
Sure.
You remember how you asked me to make a safe house?
Yeah. Oh, how did you do that?
I'm in my safe house.
Am I in the safe house?
You're in the safe house.
What is this?
A safe house.
Are we in a dimension?
Sorry, I haven't really lit it up. But yeah, this is safe house.
This is the box.
Yep. You want to box yourself? If you ever want to leave, you just click on one of the square things.
It's so random. How
Here,
come the custom
have a
name
box.
is Nerdoc?
You're asking too many questions. Leave Nerdoc alone.
After being gifted a safe house, according to Kevin's phrasing, it was time to move on to brewing. I was gonna need some potions if I was gonna craft this spirit box. To make things simpler, I decided to make myself a little brewing station, complete with some shelves so that I could have chests containing all of my potion brewing ingredients. A simple double chest, you can never go wrong with that. I also wanted to create a sink. Usually people have cauldrons that they can use to get water for their bottles, but a sink was another form of infinite water source. I mean, come on, a sink is just miles ahead of a cauldron in so many ways. Now, we had an infinite source of water for our bottles, which meant that we could get brewing. For this crafting recipe, we needed a potion of weakness, which meant that we had to get a fermented spider eye. Now, I never make fermented spider eyes, nor do I keep spider eyes, mushrooms, or sugar, which meant that we had to source them from our good friend, the merchant. The merchant had everything we needed, all we had to do was craft his market block. Once you place the block down, you have access to all of the agricultural items in this mod pack, although it comes at the hefty cost of an emerald. In this case, we needed brown mushrooms, and that's a lot of money for some brown mushrooms. But you know what? You pay for convenience. That's his gimmick. Now that I had my brown mushrooms, it was time to take them to the cutting board to break them up into the individual mushrooms. And with that, we finally had our fermented spider eye. The potion brewed. Next, I crafted myself an ender chest, another expensive item for this expensive box. Honestly, this better be worth it. And with that, we had our box. Now it was time to go trap some spirits, but first I wanted to take a look around this interesting village that had some blocks from the mod Immersive Engineering. I wasn't going to use them, but I thought the tables looked cool. Anyways, this is why we did the whole pickaxe thing. I wanted lots of prosperity shards. They're basically one of the base items for the whole mod of mystical agriculture. You can't make seeds without them, and we needed a lot of shards. But my adventure was interrupted by the skeleton who led me to this very interesting dungeon. This wasn't a regular dungeon. This was a dungeon run by archers. Nothing but skeleton archers, and they had a lot of loot here, like the skulls. Now don't ask me why I'm collecting all of these skulls, you'll see, but they do have a purpose, and it will be revealed later. Anyways, I ended up clearing out the entire dungeon, breaking each spawner one by one, because there was a lot of loot here, and I couldn't examine it while being shot at by skeletons. Sometimes the problems would take care of themselves. The skeletons were very, very on edge, and they were prone to shooting one another, but sometimes I'd get caught. I continued to loot the chests, evading arrow after arrow, and finally this place was eventually illuminated by all of the torches. With plenty of light all around, hostile mobs were spawning less frequently, which meant I could clear it out. That way I could invite my good friend Kevin to actually partake in the spoils. That's the beauty of the Loot Crate mod. Even if I clear it out, all Kevin has to do is TP, look at the same chests I've already opened, and take loot for himself. After that, it was time to go mine more prosperity shards, and let me tell you, this vengeance pickaxe is an absolute godsend. Because of its Fortune 5 enchantment, I was collecting so many resources. Just from a few diamond ore blocks, I collected multiple diamonds. Multiple diamonds from just 3 blocks. I was taking advantage of this, so I had to go around finding as many precious ores as I could, because honestly, I wasn't trying to make that many trips back into the cave. Remember, we wanted to grow all of our materials, not having to go down into the dangerous areas to mine them. But like I said, sometimes there's a chance that a spirit spawns, in this case that's what happened here, but for some reason I wasn't able to guide it into the spirit box. This game mechanic was proving to be a little more tricky than I had expected, but I left it alone because Kylie had log back on and Kevin was ready to pull off the greatest scam in Booty Bay history.
Oh, I built 2 boats.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah? That's
No,
good.
they're
you
more
seen
than
them?
boats. They're vessels.
Oh.
Yeah. You gotta check them out.
It was time to see if she was actually going to fall for it. I had my doubts, but hey, maybe Kevin was actually going to pull this off.
Ah, cute. Wait, those are actually really cute. Wait. Kevin, this is good. What the hell? You built these? You didn't build these. You didn't build these. You even put a fucking map in it.
PT
I know exactly what these are from. These are from mine colonies. They're the supply ships. Dummy.
I didn't put much effort in hiding it.
Well, Kevin failed, but you know what? At least he came out a richer man because his ship did come with diamond blocks after all.
Yes,
Meanwhile,
it did.
Kylie was frolicking.
Let's me show
How do you do that?
What?
Like, I don't know how to describe it.
What? Why do I do what?
You look like one of Santa's reindeer. You're just kicking and you go higher and higher.
You said
Okay,
you wanted
One, why are
hidden
there more
room?
skulls in my house?
I don't know. I thought you just like skulls because you're going for like the abandoned cave.
Cause these ones were not here the last time I logged in.
Kevin understood the secret nature of my evil craft area, so he designed me a beautifully disguised frame door. That way, no one could find the secret entrance unless they really looked for it. As payment, I decided to give Kevin some dirt essence to show him my appreciation for all of his hard work. He was pretty happy with it. Okay, I'm kidding. The real gift for Kevin was actually teaching him how to craft the Vengeance pickaxe. After all, any Minecrafter would love to have a Fortune 5 pickaxe. All I had to do was teach him the mechanics of evil craft, like the basics of the blood extractor. Rudely, he tried taking some of my blood to craft his pickaxe. I decided to teach Kevin a lesson by spilling blood all over his nice clean floor. That was his warning. Okay, maybe that was a little overkill, but that's fine. He didn't overreact. In fact, he showed me his beautiful wall design.
I did it.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Look at the one I put. I didn't mean to put it so close to the wall. I couldn't really tell that it was this close.
You're so okay. I should have. It's my fault for letting you do that without telling you how to do it. You're supposed to place it.
I know
and
how to
then-
do it, and then you move it around. I know. I was doing that.
I decided to look around Kylie's ship, hoping to compensate for the loot that was lacking in my own boat, but in the end, it turns out that we were basically on the same boat. No pun intended.
No, my banners. Hey,
I actually needed something exactly like this for my house. There we go.
bruh.
Hold on, I want to see what you needed it for. Let me see.
Yeah, but it worked. Can I? Hey! You're not supposed to be in my cult room.
Your cult room?
This is my cult room.
I also have a. I
You
also
have
have a
redstone
clue.
in there.
That's my bathtub.
He likes bleeding in it.
This is my bathtub, and these are my basins where I wash my face.
What about your
Oh
feet?
yeah. My God, she's farting in your thing.
I actually have the sound off. That's why I was so quiet. That makes so much sense now. Oh, there it is. Here,
You might not want to use that one for washing your face anymore.
I'm probably gonna have to sanitize that now. Not probably, I will.
and then I hop away.
I also have a safe haven. It's a bit different from his though. You
Oh, yeah, she's not gonna find that. Turn around and stop. Just turn around, stop, and stand. Just right there. It's a secret.
Right, you guys are my safe haven. Found my safe haven.
Kylie,
Wait down.
Kylie blends in with the walls.
I
She
what?
does blend in
You
with
blend in with the walls.
Do I?
Yeah. So
No, I don't. What do you want?
stand right here. Stand right here. In this corner. Let me go over here. Yeah, I can't even see you.
Hey.
What is that? So we suffocate when we teleport here?
No, so you guys want to, so you guys aren't able to get my safe haven waypoint. Why aren't you guys teleporting here randomly?
I won't teleport here randomly. Why is it like a bar? Why do you have like a bartender area right here?
Wait, Kevin, is that what this is supposed to be?
It's a safe haven.
He's like a what's it called? He's a moonshiner. This is a speakeasy.
I didn't know this was a Kevin build. I thought you just placed these blocks because you couldn't find the corner.
Holy shit, John! What the hell is in your backpack?
Wait, you can see my stuff?
We're not gonna steal from you. We're not gonna steal from you.
Keep it in your inventory.
What do I need that for?
Why are you putting bombs in my bag?
Here, Kevin, I'll make a contribution to your haven. I'm gonna place down this tasteful lantern so that your place is a little more cozy.
Here, I'll make a contribution too. Why do I have micro missiles?
Whoa!
They track. Ow! Ow!
Jeez, that
Ow!
hurts. Stop! You're gonna kill me! You broke my shoes.
You want to go through this again, Kylie? Do you want to try number?
No
Kylie.
way!
Kylie.
No way!
Kylie,
And she just disappeared.
why would you do that?
Do what?
Do you know how many levels I just lost?
I don't know what I did.
Murdered me in my own home.
I don't remember doing that, but okay.
She's getting further and further away.
You can run, but you cannot hide. I am coming.
I'm sure I can hide, actually.
Kylie had just committed a cold-blooded murder right in Kevin's safe haven. Kevin had commissioned me to track her down, that way he could get his revenge, but she was nowhere to be found. She was on the run.
Okay, where's our leader?
Is Kylie our leader? Who's the leader?
Kylie, she's the party leader. You hear this?
Captain Kylie? That is me.
Kevin was ready to go. He had made a little speech on camera, but I had to cut it out because it was way too long. Once he concluded his words, he was ready to begin his hunt. I followed him around like a cameraman who was filming a nature documentary just to see what happens.
It's okay. Like I said, it's just for convenience sake.
You just mow through blocks. I want to see you fly through a map.
To help Kevin out, I loaned him my flying broom. That way he could travel across the world easier, and this thing was powerful. I mean, he was just flying through mountains. Eventually, we had gotten a lead that Kylie was somewhere underground. Unfortunately, it was wrong.
Well, one second, John. We seem to have an escapee. Hey, partner, how you doing over there?
Talking to me?
Kylie, why can't we just do this the old-fashioned way? Why do you need to run?
I have 52 levels.
Kylie, I'm not gonna lie. I think you can win.
You might be able to win, Kylie.
Like, Kevin only has like medieval tools. You got missiles. Like you actually have ICBMs. You can win.
Eventually, the fugitive was spotted, frantically pacing across the sky with the hopes of making a grand escape. Little did she know.
It's just a free-for-all, Kylie. You just need to beat me one more time, and then I'll leave you alone.
John!
What?
John!
This is
Hurry up!
That's a thing. Kevin, I'm not gonna snitch, but there's a method.
Bro, I started like lagging. Like I was getting 2 frames a second. Get away from me!
We can we can talk about this. Oh,
You're
she
joking.
used a command.
Is this really how you want to play this, Kylie? I'm going to take drastic measures that you won't enjoy.
Drastic
accept your fate.
measures?
Come accept your fate before I make you return to your home.
Accept my fate of what, bro?
Of death. Like, you either kill me or I kill you.
After teleporting away, Kylie completely disappeared. It was like she was off the grid, and we didn't have any leads as to where her next location could be.
I'm wondering the same thing. That's what's throwing me off. I don't understand how she got so far away that she's off the radar.
It then occurred to me, the one place she could completely disappear, Kevin's safe haven.
TPA. Fucking damn it, she did TPA, didn't you?
You made a who?
She did something.
So, you wouldn't. Let's see who lives out the other.
Do you like my hiding spot?
I had to really think about it. I was like, where in the world are you not on the map but could get away fast enough to do that? It was I got left with two options. It was either Nether or my safe heaven.
Now that Kevin had delivered his version of justice, I went out to explore when I received word that someone was in my secret room. Guess who it was? For some reason, Kylie decided to let herself into the evil craft room, which was completely fine. I mean, she wasn't taking anything. The issue was that she wouldn't stop farting. It was at this point that I really began to regret giving her the whoopee cushion relic. It wouldn't stop. There was no end in sight. So I decided to show her evil craft, that way she could stop making the noise, but...
Whoa, you got bath bombs?
yeah, she didn't really take the lesson seriously and decided to bathe in the blood instead of actually making stuff with it. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna judge, but bathing in blood? That's unhealthy. Especially if the person thinks this is a bathhouse.
I'm gonna leave a bad review.
Yeah, I mean, you soiled the basin.
Bro,
That
it's
would-
a toilet.
That's not a toilet. There's no
It looks like
plumbing in this
a little
house.
outhouse. I don't know what you're talking about.
I did a little walk around and then I finally discovered how she managed to get inside. I guess I forgot about the big hole in the wall, but you know what? Live and learn. She then proceeded to place down a sign to leave her Yelp review? It wasn't even a good review. It was a 0 out of 10. Something about a crusty bath bomb and getting yelled at for using the toilet. I don't know. The worst part is that she left a third review. I wouldn't even call this one a review. It was more like graffiti. You'll get a chance to look at it later. First, I had to go to her house to leave a bath bomb in her room.
There's blood in my house. There's blood, John.
That's a bath bomb.
Bro, this is blood.
Kevin, imagine if I walked into your house at this hour. I go straight into your room and I say, man, this is an ugly room. And then I hop on your PC and open a Google Doc and I write a fake Yelp review and then I walk out.
What?
It's actually crazy to do.
Not when I did.
And then to top it off, I go up to your door with a crayon and I just like scribble all over the door and then I walk away.
Bro. Do you want some uranium?
I'll take some uranium.
What about some humanoid flesh?
You
I
see that?
shaved it off my own body, actually.
Parts
Look at
probably.
my Yelp review, Kevin.
Is that what I was listening to, John? When
That was expensive to make, Kevin. Wait, what the?
oh my god.
Did you see that?
I hope so. It hit me.
You're like a crazy man with a fucking scuba mask on, bro. You're insane.
You didn't see that purple thing? Place it again.
He's delusional.
Dude, I need to.
I'm not
I need to
crazy.
stay away.
No,
from
no,
you.
no,
I
no,
need.
no, 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 no,
I need to stay away from you.
Okay.
You're.
Kevin, give me the
insane.
box back.
I didn't pick it up.
I don't think we could be friends anymore.
Here, Kylie,
I didn't.
take your biohazard.
Yeah.
Take your Yelp review.
No, you can keep the Yelp review and the biohazard. It's fine. I don't want to associate with people that see ghosts.
Oh wait, who has my box? Does Kylie? Do you have the box? Here.
Kevin, we need to have a serious talk.
Little.
Like Like a toboggan.
Kevin, come here.
Yeah, we can do it like that.
Kevin, come here.
Oh.
Look. I'm not crazy. Did you see it? Please tell me you saw it.
I think we're gonna make this discussion a little faster.
I'll throw you up the balcony if you didn't see it. You saw it.
I think we gotta have this discussion a little faster.
Yeah, so Kevin, ignoring the crazy guy that's eavesdropping.
I thought I was invited. It was a meeting.
There is a ghost seeing pirate amongst us.
Yeah.
If it's not Davy Jones that we're looking at here, I don't think we should be seeing any ghosts.
Half of your face is a skull. You're basically a ghost. I don't know why me seeing some type of spectral being.
Because it's weird.
Look, John.
She gave me
You can
2
see
pieces
me?
of her flesh, and she says she collects them.
But why is it only you are able
I
to
can see
these
the ghosts.
Okay, tell me this.
Kevin.
Can you see this?
I hear loud buzzing. I don't see anything. It sounds like you're just
Yes.
blowing really hard into a.
You don't see me doing that. You see me pointing this object at you, and the noise appears. Okay, look. I'll be out of your hair. I'll take my beliefs elsewhere. Just give me back my box.
We don't have your box. I don't
You
know. where
really
your
don't
box
have your
is.
box.
Oh God, I need to leave. I'm being compromised.
So I had to censor the next part of this footage because Robert joined the Discord call and played really inappropriate soundboard audio, so yeah.
Kevin stole your box, John.
I know he did. He wants to keep the ghost to himself. He believes.
Kylie, I was in the middle of say something, and then Robert comes in here and uses a soundboard, and it completely throws me off.
Anyways, I was going to tell you about the vengeance pick and how to make one, but you called me a lunatic, so I'm going to take my knowledge and go.
Whoa, wait. I've collected a lot of blood. I'm ready to listen.
I gave you flesh.
Eventually, Xavier joined the mod pack. Better late than never, I guess. But yeah, all we had to do was wait for him to show up before the grand tour.
John, have you noticed that even though we have like a whole little warehouse for trinkets, Kevin has all of them in a chest.
Those are all my trinkets.
That's a where? I thought that was just a shop for you to decipher them. I didn't know that was a warehouse.
I thought the same thing.
It's a warehouse too. The sign originally said for reading and storing.
The sign says garlic and fish.
Yeah.
I was about to say, John. I was like, I vividly remember that not saying that.
Hey, look at that. I'm on there.
I don't want it anymore. What the heck?
I didn't know you were a fan like that.
Wait, what do I do?
How much damage does this do?
Well, another victim added to Kylie's list. Kevin decided to host a feast, not because we were hungry, but because we hoped that this feast would be a good way to lure Xavier back. Let's see if it works.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first feast.
Where's Xavier?
Feasting in heaven?
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. He's coming back. Wait, we have to wait.
Here, I'll walk him over.
Surprisingly, Xavier was back from the dead, and he came back with quite an appetite. So I walked him over to Kevin's man cave where he was going to enjoy some of the finest quality food we had to offer. But first he had to retaliate a little against his murderer, and after taking her chair, he was ready.
A true pirate's feast. No words, straight hands. I like what I see. Would anyone like to give a few words? Captain?
I have some words. Thank you all for enjoying this feast in Kevin's cave.
Xavier didn't really care for anything Kylie had to say. No surprise there.
Are we gonna eat food? My food's getting cold.
I'm waiting.
Well, I'm trying to say a few words, but someone over here is doing pirate things and stealing.
Oh, sorry.
I'm so glad to start this society. Is this a society? I don't think pirates have societies, do they? Hopefully next dinner we won't eat rocks for dinner.
So it's been a grand time building you guys all your things. You know, my stripper over here going crazy. It's been a grand time getting things stolen from me, including my domain expansion.
Wait, I have a domain too.
I understand that.
Wait, no, Xavier stole my domain expansion.
I understand that the kids can't sit still out here farting, jumping like crazy. So I say we take a seat and have our meal.
I agree.
I'm not hungry. That's why I was jumping around. Why is there a skull?
After the feast, Kevin and I decided that it was time to burn off some calories after having such a heavy meal. So he demonstrated some of his wizard magic on me, and it was pretty impressive what he was able to do with the short amount of time that we had spent on this world.
Not yet. We'll get there.
Hop on.
I can hop on?
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh.
We're a little heavier now though, so it's gonna be slow.
Completely fine.
So you see any funny movies lately?
Nice.
Welcome home, Kevin.
Thank you. So if we come over here, we'll see my wizardry station. And
this is
I was in the middle.
fancy.
I was in the middle of crafting. Da 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 da. A mage bloom seed.
You're gonna be the wizard.
I'm going to be a pirate wizard.
So you'll be like a pirate wizard. I'll be like a pirate necromancer, and Kylie will be like
Pirate engineer.
a pirate engineer, ship's engineer, and Xavier will be.
He'll be our ledger, just because of the fact that he's building all that storage mod.
Do you know where his house is? Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I found it. I found it. It took me a long time to look for. Speaking of which, half my materials are gone.
Yeah. It's Xavier for you.
I was like, maybe I can spare him a few diamonds. I looked for my diamonds, they're gone. I found it. It's up here. Yes, it took me a while to
You
find.
gotta build a proper path up here.
I do. But if we look in here,
No way, man. I've never seen Xavier build anything before. This
Me
is
either.
actually a first on Double Sal. Xavier has never built a single thing.
we're getting him to build something. Even
No,
built
it's
a little
pretty
window right
good.
here.
I found your
Yeah.
diamonds.
I was wondering if those were my emeralds too. Yep. I'm not really doing this mod, but if you look over here,
Thank you.
hey,
I told you, Kevin,
Alright,
I needed to gas up.
dude,
I gave you a ride home.
that was more than half. That's how much it took.
No, I was running on fumes when I picked you up, but I still brought you home.
Yeah, but the fact is the broom did consume a lot of blood, but there was a sword that allowed you to get extra blood once you killed a mob. So we were going to have to craft what was called the Vein Sword, and it was pretty cheap. After making that, Kevin decided to craft a weapon of his own, a special magic weapon. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this was called, but the transformation of the diamond sword into the magic weapon, it was quite the spectacle. But in the end, he was left with a wizard weapon.
Look at it in all its greatness, Sean. It's a stick. You want to see what type it's? Oh,
An enchanter's sword. You're coming with me. Let's go.
did I just get kidnapped?
Yeah.
After forging weapons, I decided to go into Kylie's house and leave her a lot of skulls. Why? I don't know, it's just something I do. Meanwhile, Kevin was trading with the villager in hopes of getting a good deal, while I successfully trapped a spirit.
I got it! Let's go!
So yeah, that's +1 for all of the ghost believers. Eventually I found myself in a skulk area, you know, a path that leads to the deep dark, and I decided to take advantage of the vein miner while trying not to set off the shriekers. It's
have
pretty
light
scary,
or-
but Kevin spawned to help me out.
Kevin, you fool! You've doomed us all!
Run!
Push him into the lava! Did you go home?
No, I'm above you. If he comes over here, I'm flooding it.
Check it out. Don't open that. Don't even click it. Just look at it.
Yeah, I remember what happened last time I clicked it.
It's closed. You know what that means? You know what that means when it's closed? It's closed because if you open it, something will get out.
I don't believe you. You should open it.
No, I'm good. You don't have to believe me. I believe.
Yo, my magic doesn't affect him! John!
Finish it!
Did you just try to trap me in there?
Oh, I see him. Kevin, shoot the beam. You can shoot the beam. I see him right there. Pew!
Is it working? Can you go find out? I wonder how much he has right now.
Look at that. See, Kevin, that's what look, a little bravery goes a long way.
We did it. Give me the blue, give me the blue, give me the blue.
Thank you. Hey, what are you doing? I killed him.
Back at the house, I decided to collect some of the most expensive materials that I had, diamonds and supremium essence. Reason being is that when you combine diamonds and supremium essence, you get something amazing. That something being diamond seeds. I placed each of the items on the pedestals, and then from there all I had to do was right-click the altar with the wand, and like that we had diamond seeds, those beautiful blue little pellets there. I took them to my farm, which by this point was looking a little underwhelming. I mean, it always looked underwhelming, but I wanted to scale up our production. This just really wasn't cutting it anymore, and the further we got in the mod pack, the more materials I needed. So I made some ladders, put them on a wall, and decided to carve an entire second floor right above my room. This second floor was going to act as an interior greenhouse. You know what, I guess all greenhouses are interiors, aren't they? But you know what, that's besides the point. We were going to have a beautiful farm right above our heads, and that is where we were going to grow all of our wealth. I placed all of the dirt down, and then once I was about, halfway done placing the dirt to fill up this entire room, I realized that I placed it all wrong because I had to put the growth accelerators underneath, so I ended up having to break them all. Once I got my growth accelerators, I went back into the farm and I began construction on a newly designed, efficient farming setup. I placed down all of the blocks, And the idea was to maximize crop production by using only what I had. I also had to upgrade my storage from a gold chest to a diamond chest because the crops were being produced at a rate where the chest would just get full instantly. So we had to expand our storage capacities. I then added a ton of hoes and, well, I don't know if this is surprising or not, but the hoes were breaking. I've never crafted so many in my life. Xavier decided to join, and I said hello to him, and this was the start of a beautiful collaboration between him and I. But first, I had to craft a better enchanting setup than the simple enchanting table. This block was known as an enchanter. Basically, you can craft any enchanting book so long as you have enough XP essence, which I can grow. So yeah, we were going to be crafting some pretty expensive stuff. I then met up with Xavier, who was ready to give me the official house tour, not the breaking and entering house tour that Kevin gave me earlier. Yeah, it was pretty impressive stuff that he was working on. I then tried to kidnap him with my broom, and well, if you look at the game chat, you can see that Xavier clearly was not happy with that. Anyways, after leaving him alone, it was time to go to the Nether. Reason being, I needed some materials along with some more blood for future projects in Evilcraft. After killing a lot of these warped endermen, I collected their ender pearls along with a substantial quantity of blood. Once I had the blood I needed, well, I thought to myself, hey, I'm already here, may as well explore a little more, see what else this place has to offer. I flew around the lava ocean hoping to find another great structure, preferably one that I had yet to visit. And I ended up coming across this, honestly, I don't know what this is. It looks like a drill or like a train or something. It was just this random weird cylindrical structure on an island. I walked around hoping to find something interesting, but to be honest, there wasn't a lot going on here. So I decided to cut my losses, take my broom, and fly elsewhere. That's when I discovered this really interesting hut that was owned by piglins. I had to break the spawners, of course, as rude as it is, and there were some gold blocks in there, along with some glowstone and pork chops. Kind of weird that they'd store pork chops in their house. Anyways, aside from the piglin cannibalism, I continued to fly around until then I came across this what looked like a graveyard. There were these armor piles here, and it just looked like free netherite, but I was so wrong. When I broke the armor piles, they came to life. And these are some of the coolest enemies in this mod pack. I mean, I know it's really simple, it's just a living suit of armor, but I don't know, it gave me like a Dark Souls vibe. I was a little surprised as to how much health they had, but you know what? It was going to be worth it. I had a feeling that they were going to drop something good, seeing as how their armor was comprised of netherite. That couldn't just be a coincidence because we were in the nether. So I kept killing them, well, kept farming them, and honestly, if you have any respect for the dead, if you're not like me, if you don't like to defile graves, then this is probably not for you. But sometimes the loot is worth it because I got this golden hook. A golden hook that allows you to get more XP for every mob that you kill. That was something I used in the, what was it called? Prominence mod pack? So it was nice to be reunited with one of my favorite relics. Once I put the golden hook back on, I continued to fight these enemies, and eventually they started dropping pieces of netherite scrap. And that is exactly what I was waiting for, and now that I was collecting pieces of netherite scrap, I just decided to stay there and farm even more. At least that was the plan until I started getting blasted by this ghast. So I decided to retreat, and then from there I ended up discovering something even better. This strange structure that resembled a jungle temple. We had found our version of the desert temple in the nether, and now that we found a version of the jungle temple, well, let's just say I was being extra cautious, seeing as how the last time I was in one of these, they blew up. I carefully placed down some blocks so as to not burn in the lava, and like last time, I decided to mine around the chest this time. Yeah, you gotta be really careful with these chests. They're prone to exploding, as you've seen before. After discovering that there was no TNT, I carefully collected the loot, still a little paranoid that something could go wrong, because for some reason, something always goes wrong. I found an obsidian skull, and for some reason I couldn't figure it out. I mean, it looks pretty straightforward, but then there's that one inconsistent star smack dab in the middle of the pattern. I don't know what to do with that, so I just left. But nearby, there was another structure, this one resembling a stronghold. I don't know whose idea it was to take overworld structures and just retexture them for the nether, but you know what? I salute you, because the loot in here is phenomenal. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're about to see. First of all, this structure was massive. There were tons of chests inside and a lot of magic scrolls. Now, I wasn't going to use any of the scrolls, but I knew that my friends would have some use for them because they were practicing the magic mods. So I went around trying to collect as many of these magic scrolls as I could, but I was encountering a common problem that many of you may have encountered before in Minecraft. Your inventory gets full really fast, especially if the items you're collecting don't stack. And that was the case for a lot of these scrolls and a lot of these relics, like this wormhole relic. One of the cooler relics I've discovered, and it basically allows you to teleport. But you know what? Aside from the relic looking amazing, it was still taking up a slot in my inventory space, and while I did have a backpack, the backpack was getting full as well. So it was time to prioritize some of the better items over the, well, disposable items. I guess that's the best way I can phrase it. And it's a little painful, especially when you're in a place full of loot. I mean, you want to take absolutely everything with you. I mean, just look in this chest. A lot of stuff here, and then I come across an attic with even more chests that have even more relics like this space dissector. Like, how can you possibly leave behind a space dissector? You don't know what it does, but it looks incredible. So yeah, look at the backpack there. Prime example of poor inventory management and, well, clutter. Lots and lots of clutter. But you know what? We're going to try to take as much stuff as we can. You know the old saying, no relic left behind. Actually, I don't think that's what the saying is, but that's fine. We'll move on from that. I decided to chase this piglin with the fancy title, known as Drake the Errant. I don't know what his story was or why a piglin even had a name, but he was one of many bosses that kept randomly spawning with, well, these strange titles. As for his weapon, nothing special. Eventually, I ended up discovering every passageway in this nether stronghold. There wasn't much left here, so I decided to move on, this time to a nether fortress, where I discovered some of these missiles that Kylie had been using all over throughout the playthrough. And it turns out that they were pretty fun to use. I can see why she was so drawn to them. Eventually, it was time to go home to go check on the progress made by my farm, and we had collected so much Infurium essence, along with some diamond essence from our diamond seeds. That's right, you are seeing some of the first diamonds being crafted in this playthrough. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that is a huge breakthrough. Such a breakthrough that I had to show Xavier, who was almost ready to collab with me for this project. You see, Xavier was working on some special technology of his own. If I were to combine my farming techniques with Xavier's technology, who knows what we could accomplish? I ended up demolishing my second farm, opting to build a third farm, one that would be the most efficient of all the three. This one would be combined with Xavier's tech, which he was crafting for me, and while he did that, I crafted experience seeds. Pretty soon we were going to have experience essence, and with that we could make any enchanting book we want. Going back to Xavier, because he was doing a favor for me, I had to do a favor for him. You see me buying some sheep spawn eggs for my market block? Well, the reason we need sheep spawn eggs and the sheep that come with it is because Xavier needed a lot of wool. I don't know what he needed the wool for, but for the quantity that he needed, waiting for the sheep wool to actually regrow once I shear them, well, that was going to take way too long. So instead, I was going to shear them at first to use that wool that I initially collected to create what's called sheep soul. That's right, we're gonna harvest the souls of sheep, but we can't do that unless we have a little wool to jumpstart the project. I bought myself a grass block, that way the grass could spread around the dirt. You know, the sheep, they need something to eat for their wool to regrow. You see those white seeds? That right there, those are sheep seeds, hence the reason we need sheep souls, but to actually extract sheep souls, we need mutton or wool. You put either item in a block called a soul extractor, and like that, it basically takes the souls and puts it in a jar. Pretty simple crafting recipe, and once I put that together, I had to give it a source of power, so I used a copper generator that was just laying around, and as you can see, power was flowing into the machine. Next, I had to craft some soul jars with some soul glass and some soulium, and then from there, it was simply a matter of putting the jar in there along with the wool, and now you slowly wait for it to extract a little bit of sheep soul, one wool block at a time. And as you can see, we weren't extracting huge volumes of sheep soul here. We were going to need a lot of wool to actually fill one jar. And to top it off, this generator wasn't cutting it. It wasn't distributing enough power, so the processing was a little slow. I upgraded it to the top tier, that being emerald, and once I gave it some coal, the power surged into the soul extractor. That way we could process the wool way faster. The only problem is that we weren't getting enough wool to process, so I had to breed the sheep multiple times so that we had more producing wool. Once we had a steady flow of wool, I was finally able to fill 1 jar with sheep's wool. Meanwhile, Xavier was busy crafting away all of the blocks we needed for our farm. I had to give him some resources, that way he could have some funding for his project to craft the initial items. After that, I went back to the sheep farm to go collect more wool, but first I had to pay homage to Xavier's little amethyst cluster. Back at the farm, I was running into a bottleneck issue with the sheep wool. Thankfully, the solution was right in front of me, presented in the beautiful form of a wool sail. I contemplated whether or not I wanted to demolish Kevin's sails, but I didn't have the heart to do it. That and the fact that they weren't actually the right wool blocks, they were some weird custom wool blocks like wool panels and wool stairs, and that's not what we needed. Thankfully, right across that ship was my ship, and my ship actually had the right wool blocks I needed. So I decided to do a little custom job on the sails. I borrowed some wool. I wasn't going to place them back, but you know what? I guess we could say that this is a haunted ship and that the sails are tattered. At least that's the official story for the boat. When I got back to the base after stealing the wool, Xavier was there ready to deliver the growth accelerators. Now these growth accelerators were beautiful blocks with a beautiful purpose to speed up the growth of my plants. All I had to do was figure out how to turn them on and how to wire the power around. The first idea was to place these blocks in a checker-like pattern. That being for wiring reasons, plus it meant that 4 growth accelerators could be focused on 1 soil block. Next, I had to wire them all together, and then from there, since they were connected, all we had to do was provide the power. Xavier gave me this energy acceptor, that way we could take regular power from one mod and convert it into a different type of power that was compatible with the growth accelerators. So I took my emerald generator, placed it right next to the energy acceptor, and nothing was happening. There was going to be a few configurations and a little bit of tinkering that we had to make. For example, Xavier had to add an ME controller, but even with that, it still wasn't enough to make this whole setup work. So Xavier did what he does best. He started figuring it out, taking down one problem at a time until finally something was happening. The growth accelerator was working, but not as efficient as it could. You see, I wanted to place 4 of these blocks on 1 soil block, so we were going to have to make some slight adjustments. As you can see, the blocks are placed in the dirt. They're not supposed to be placed in the dirt. Also, they needed power, so we had to make this resonance generator. The original generator setup that we had just wasn't cutting it, and these growth accelerators suck up too much power. But if they each had their own generator, problem solved. I also made some sheep seeds, and well, that's what a sheep plant looks like. Kinda strange, but you know what, I've seen stranger. Anyways, after crafting that, all I had to do was collect the sheep essence, but first we were gonna let that accumulate. It was time to go mining.
Yeah, I have fortune on this one.
What fortune level?
3.
3? Mine this one again.
Okay.
Give me the rest one that you have.
Give me 8.
This has fortune 5 on it, and it's basically the same as yours.
Really?
That's weird. I feel a little scammed. Xavier, come here.
Where are you?
Oh my god!
What?
A spirit just spawned in front of me. It was like an angry pig man. Wait, do you hear him?
No.
You didn't hear that?
Oh, you're schizo.
Oh, don't call me that. Not you too. Not you too. He's right there. Look at the wall. Hurry. Hurry, Xavier. Hurry. Do you see that?
Oh, I see it. Wait, what the heck?
I'm so glad you saw it. I have proof. I have a witness now.
After our mining excursion, it was time to get back to work. I had to reconfigure all of the growth accelerators, plus I finally had the resonance generators we needed to power each and every block. I placed 1 generator above each block, and yeah, this was pretty expensive, but you know what? Investments are essential. We're investing in the future, and pretty soon, all of these materials that we're using, they're just going to be a drop in the ocean compared to what we're going to generate. There's the sheep essence, and when you take the sheep essence and you put it in a crafting table, you get wool, which is exactly what Xavier needed. I gave him the sheep essence, and like that, our collaboration was complete. Now it was time to upgrade our armor, something that we've been severely lacking in, and guess what type of armor we're gonna make? Mystical agriculture armor, of course. You see, there are different tiers. Just like there are different tiers of essences, there are different tiers of armor. The first tier is Infurium, and it goes all the way up to Supremium and then some. So here I am with Infurium, the lowest tier, and basically I maxed it out until it was time for the final step. But we won't get to the final step yet. For now, we're fine with Supremium armor. I mean, who doesn't love some red? Red's my favorite color after all.
Follow me. Up this ladder is where the magic happens. This is the work of two geniuses. Where technology meets nature. You see these pylons? These things right here, they power these growth accelerators, which radiate bonuses to these plants, which speeds up their growth. The plants mature, and then they're automatically collected by this pylon. It harvests so quickly, it already went through 3 diamond hoes, like in 5 minutes.
Eventually, we were collecting more diamond essence than we actually needed, and that's not an exaggeration. In fact, we had so many diamonds that we were having to throw them out because they were just too common. There was nothing we needed them for anymore. I mean, after all, we were working with some high-end materials. By this point, diamonds were nothing more than just cobblestone. The real prize were the experience seeds. You see, we had this great armor, but it was unenchanted. And, well, enchanting is still relatively expensive because we only have 1 experience plant. So we were going to have to invest in that. But first, before enchanting, we have to use augments. We have to make an augment table, and once you make an augment table, well, think of it like making an armor upgrade. Kind of like an enchantment, but one you can freely apply and take away whenever you want. For this example, I was going to craft one of the more expensive augments, one that required wither skulls and golden apples. This augment was a special health boost augment, which basically adds more hearts to your health bar. All you have to do is put the augment in the middle with all of the ingredients in the right order, and then when they combine, you get your health boost augment. Then you have to take it to the tinkering table, place your piece of armor down along with the augment, and then from there, you just combine the two. And like that, you have health boost. Watch me put the armor on, and as you can see, nothing happened. That's because I have to eat some food. So once I ate my food, then you can see that the health started going up. There are many other augments, like some that give you flight, some that give you strength, some which go on your weapons to add sharpness. If you need an ability, the augments probably have it. After that, I went to go give Xavier some diamonds as tribute because you know what? He made such a good contribution to my cause, and now because of him, I had a new system to sort my items. This was Xavier's storage system, one that could store and automatically craft items so long as I input the recipe into his memory banks. To test it out, I put in the recipe for Prudentium. After that, Xavier did some testing, and then from there, I was able to craft as much Prudentium as I wanted so long as the items were in the storage system, and it tells you how much you need and what it's going to turn into. While Xavier was finishing his machine, I decided to fine-tune my pirate getup. I put on this relic, which was a cloak, and it looked pretty cool. Kinda pirate-esque if I do say so myself, along with my hat and then the hook for a hand. Then I supplied Xavier's machine with all of the Infurium essence that I had, and trust me, there is a lot more on the way. With the Infurium essence now entered, I could finally craft Prudentium, and the Prudentium, well, thanks to the machine, was being produced at a slow but steady rate, one that allowed me to continue doing other tasks while this stuff crafted on its own. From there, I went to the Nether because now it was time to start preparing for the end. I had to go find some blaze rods along with some ender pearls because we had to activate the portal for the stronghold. I walked around this fortress, which was right by our portal, hoping to find some blaze spawners, and they were a little hidden, but eventually I found one. I spent a few minutes there collecting blaze rods, and then once I was finished, it was time to search for that warped biome where we had all of those weird-looking endermen. It turns out that their ender pearls can actually be converted into normal ender pearls. The only downside is that the drop rate for these endermen, it's pretty low. These ender pearls were kinda rare, so to help me out, Kevin teleported, and from there, it was just a race to see who could get the most ender pearls in the shortest amount of time. Here's me converting the ender pearls there, and I think 15 is more than enough. Now that I had all of the materials I needed, it was time to make some last-minute preparations, like making some enchanting books. You want a mending book? No problem! Just put wither skulls, the right amount of XP essence, and a book, and like that you have mending. I also had to stop by Xavier's to give him more sheep essence because this stuff was taking up too much space in my chests and I just had no use for it. After making that little delivery, Kevin and I made a quick pit stop to the Deep Dark where we could get more items like this night vision goggles set. This was going to be extremely helpful, especially for dark places. I mean, just look how effective it is here in the Deep Dark. I could see everything. I was also looking for a material called Allthemodium, which is basically one of the rarest ores in this mod pack and basically an endgame item. I couldn't find any. Thankfully, Kevin had plenty of blocks which he collected from his secret mining dimension.
It's not really user friendly, but well, no, do not break that. It's not pickable. So if you just take that off your offhand and have nothing in your hands, shift right click it. Shift right click it.
So this is the mining dimension.
So, if it wasn't obvious already, there's not a lot going on top of the surface. You see, the real prize is underground. After all, this is the mining dimension. So, with my vein miner pickaxe, I decided to mine straight to the bottom with Kevin, and as you can see, it's pretty effective. Eventually, we got to deep slate level where he showed me an amulet. Now, this amulet had a special ability. When applied with the right ore, all you have to do is right-click the amulet and it shows you a highlight of where the ore's location is. Basically, if you want diamonds, this thing tells you where the diamonds are. It's basically cheating.
Yeah, I got my Oreos and my milk.
Oreos and gooning?
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
25.
Do you think I'm mature for my age?
How old are you?
Don't answer that. You sound like a pedophile.
Kevin decided to quit Ars Nouveau because the magic spells weren't powerful enough. Instead, he chose to go with iron spells instead, a more efficient mod pack with stronger spells. To help him get started, I went with him to the Nether to collect arcane essence. That way he could get his feet on the ground.
Bro, Kevin, why did you jump? Kevin!
It wasn't a safe journey. Kevin was being ambushed by swarms of piglins. Thankfully, I was there with my Supremium sword to clear them out. After the mob was cleared out, we continued to explore, searching for more valuable items. We eventually found ourselves another structure, this time with more loot.
I don't know what to do, man. Baldur's Gate's so
You gotta go right now, Quentin.
got a man that's about to be over 50 in a few years talking to me, telling me to do stuff to me for no reason.
Who said anything about me doing stuff to you?
Some of the last loot we collected were simple items, like smithing templates, along with some more arcane essence. After that, I returned back to my base to find a ton of skulls in my Evilcraft pool. Gee, I wonder who could have placed all those skulls there. Then it was time to upgrade the ingots even more because I was going to make myself a pickaxe, one that was indestructible, along with a bow. That way I'd be prepared for the Ender Dragon battle. Once I had my brand new weapons, it was only natural to want to test the weapons. So I went to Kevin to commission him for a test, and he was a little hesitant, but eventually he agreed. 4 hearts worth of damage, and of course I had to pay him for his services.
Thank you, Kevin. Here, as payment.
Pick the back up. I will need it. I can make an Eldritch manuscript.
Why'd you back up?
It turns out that the materials I gave him allowed him to craft powerful spells. Speaking of powerful, it's time to craft Awakened Supremium, the strongest item in mystical agriculture, and to do that we had to get dust by killing a wither, along with crafting an altar and some elemental essence. Now, to make elemental essence, we have to make the elemental seeds. And to make the seeds, well, you know what, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's make a space for the altar. I had to break up a lot of stone because we were going to make an expansion on the second level where our farm was. This expansion would allow us to have plenty of room to do the ritual. Once I was done making space, it was time to chop down trees. That way I had enough materials to make the platform. This platform was going to be comprised of oak slabs along with some oak logs that had a special texture. This was going to prove to be a little tricky for me. For starters, I had to incorporate this build into the side of a mountain. I wanted it to blend nicely and not just have some structure sticking out of the side of a rock. But essentially that's what it was in its core. I also wanted it to look comfortable, cozy from the inside, which is why I added these glowstone lamps. Well, they're not lamps, they're just retextured glowstone blocks, along with these beautiful oak balcony block railings. The next step was to create these columns out of the logs that I had textured, and this would act as the support for the upper half of the rock. And this is what it looks like from down here. And honestly, it doesn't look great. I figured I was going to have to add a roof because the way the logs went into the mountain, it just looked really strange. But there you see it with the roof, and I had to build this while I was flying on my magic broom. It's not the most mobile thing ever. It was a little tough, but eventually I got it done. The next task was to collect orange flowers because I needed orange wool blocks if I was going to craft any of the altar blocks. But first, a little pit stop on this floating island with an interesting structure. There were spawners, but nothing was spawning because obviously it was daytime, so I decided to take a look inside. There was a throne along with a book. I decided to pick the book up so I could have some context as to where I was, and there it told stories of a king and his most prized possession. The most prized possession being his throne, which I decided to steal, but it turns out that I was fooled by a trap. I plummeted to the bottom of this pit where I heard tons of monsters coming in from the other side of that door and a sign telling me that treasure and adventure awaited me. I went through each monster with my sword, and honestly, this was a piece of cake. Had I stumbled upon this earlier in the playthrough, it would have been way more challenging. I found another book that told me that the king and his treasure were on the top floor, so it was time to climb out of the dungeon and make my way up towards the tower. I circled around through this really small threshold, and eventually I was met with throne room again, along with some ladders that led to the upper levels of the castle. I ignored the throne. Honestly, we didn't need gold blocks or emeralds anymore, but who knew what was at the top? I found myself in a room full of beautiful decorations, but no treasure. I continued to climb until I came across another room full of monsters and spider webs. Now, for some reason, my sword was acting up and it would not mind the cobweb. I have no idea why. So I was going to have to weave through all of these webs, taking the damage from the mobs. Eventually the spawner was broken, and I used Vein Miner to clear out the cobwebs once and for all. Only one floor left. I climbed the scaffolding and entered a room that was abandoned. The remains of the king, nothing but his skull and some blood on the ground, along with the book saying that the monsters eventually climbed to the top and got him. As for his treasure, just some enchanted books, so nothing good here, just a little adventure, but that's about it. Once I had all the orange dye I needed, I returned to the base and used sheep essence to craft myself some wool, so I guess I did have some use for them after all. With the wool and the dye now combined, I had orange wool, the ingredient I needed to craft my altar. With the altar crafted, all I had to do was put the pedestals together, and then from there I had to craft myself some chalices. The chalices would be the vessels where I'd store all of the elemental essence. 4 chalices for each of the 4 elements. There's the holographic outline, and here is the setup finalized in all of its glory. All we had to do now was craft the essences, which was exactly what we were doing next. The first essence I was going to tackle would be fire essence. I had to go to the nether and collect a lot of lava buckets because lava and fire, well, you can see how they're applicable to one another. I got myself some buckets, filled up these tanks that I got from Evilcraft, and once I had enough, I went back to the base to craft my essence. I took my tanks, and now it was time to put the materials together. I had to make a powder called agglomeratio. Water for the water one, an empty bottle for the air one, and some grass for the earth one. With all of my agglomeratio dust, I could finally craft the essence seeds. Once I had the seeds crafted, all I had to do was plant them, and then from there we would wait until the essence was being produced. I had to clear out some of the diamond seeds because the diamond seeds, well, they were doing too well of a job spawning diamonds, and we just had so many diamonds we didn't need them anymore. I mean, look at all that diamond essence. The next thing on my list was cognizant dust, which you can get by killing a wither. So I had to craft wither-proof blocks because I wasn't trying to fight the wither legitimately, and to do that you have to make wither seeds, which requires wither soul, but we'll get to that later. I had to collect the essence because it was already being produced and the chest was full. Once I had the essence collected, I placed a separate chest right by the altar where I stored the essence until I was gonna need it. Then I got to the soul extractor, put some coal in it, and with coal you can get wither soul. We needed 4 wither soul jars to actually make a seed, and once we had the seed, we'd be spawning withers like there was no tomorrow. All we had to do was wait, and eventually I had the materials, the seeds were crafted, and now it was time to plant them. The Wither Skeleton seeds create Wither Essence, and with the Wither Essence we can craft a few items, but in this case we're going to craft ourselves some Wither-proof blocks. A block that's essentially Wither-proof. It can't be blown up, it can't be destroyed, it's perfect for a Wither farm. There is the Wither-proof block right there. Isn't it just beautiful? Look how clean it looks. We're going to take our Wither-proof blocks and we're going to go down to a familiar space, a site of tragedy, a site of horror. We're going down into Kylie's former monster spawn project, a project that never saw the light of day. The reason I chose this location specifically was, should the Wither-proof blocks fail, the Wither would be buried under multiple layers of stone. If it was going to destroy anything, it would have to fight its way to the surface to do so. This was the perfect place for the safest Wither farm ever. I placed the blocks down, and then from there, it was time to spawn the Wither itself. I was a little nervous, but also confident that the Wither-proof blocks would do their job. The Wither slowly generated, and now it was only a matter of time before we saw if this was a fail. Thankfully, it wasn't. The Wither spawned, and he was suffocating in the blocks. This project was a complete success, and because I had my Supremium sword, it only took a few hits to get the Wither down to 0 health. Once he died, I got all of the beautiful prizes that come with killing a Wither, including the star, along with some extra modded items. But there was one thing missing. The dust. Reason being is because I have to have an enchantment on the sword called Mystical Enlightenment. So that was one Wither wasted. Thankfully, we still had some skulls left over, and once I applied the enchantment on the sword, it was time to test this again. A second Wither spawned, and just like last time, this was a piece of cake. The Wither went down quickly, and after a second attempt, we had our cognizant dust. Finally, we were ready to farm Withers like there was no tomorrow. One by one, each Wither fell until we had killed so many that I was even given a Wither trophy. I also collected 9 Wither stars, and then from there, it was time to craft ourselves some Awakened Supremium. This was a little complicated, but try to follow me here. You have to make some Supremium blocks. Once you make your Supremium blocks, you put them in the center of the altar. Fill each of the 4 chalices, one with each essence, and once you have all of the chalices filled with every essence, it's finally time to add the dust to the pedestals. Once the dust is on the pedestals, everything is combined, and like that, your Supremium block becomes Awakened Supremium. Sorry if that was confusing, but that's just the best way I can explain it. Now we had to upgrade our diamonds to Awakened Supremium diamonds, and from there, we were upgrading our weapons on the altar. With the weapons upgraded on the altar, we had finally maxed out all of our mystical agriculture gear, and now it was time to add augments like this augment right here. 4 nether stars is expensive, but you know what? It's totally worth it when you find out what this augment does. Once I combined all of the ingredients together and applied the augment onto my armor, I was able to perform one of the best things you can do in survival Minecraft: creative flight. That's right, we were going to be able to fly anywhere, anytime, without restrictions, as if we were in creative mode. Check it out. This right here, this is what we were striving to accomplish. Creative flight, the ultimate goal of mystical agriculture, at least in my opinion. I was soaring around the base, free like a bird. I was bound by nothing now. I could build whatever I wanted, however I wanted, because honestly, building is so much easier when you can fly. Eventually, I had to touch down back at the base, but yeah, this was a great accomplishment. I also added some extra augments to my sword, like strength, kind of like sharpness, makes it a little stronger.
I don't mind dying, but I prefer wearing my armor.
The sword doesn't do that much damage yet. It's not enchanted. By the way, I can promise that you will survive this. Oh. Never mind.
No way.
I didn't think it was gonna be that strong.
So yeah, I accidentally killed Kevin, but it's okay, nobody got hurt. After chopping down a few trees, I collected a bunch of logs because it was finally time to add some progression to our base. You see, Kevin was retired. He had no plans on building anymore, especially after cooking himself alive. So I was gonna have to step in and build the rest of Booty Bay. But that's okay. I don't mind building. Meanwhile, Kevin got some new armor along with some brand new spells like this magic missile spell. He also had the ability to shoot lightning out of his hands like Emperor Palpatine. On top of that, he had the ability to teleport, which was perfect because we were going to the end, and getting around in the end is a little tricky unless you have Ender Pearls. With the Eyes of Ender, I was able to quickly locate the stronghold, and from there it was a matter of just digging down and finding the portal itself. I wasn't really going to explore the stronghold because we had all the gear we wanted. From there, all I had to do was put the pearls into the portal frame, and then we'd be ready to go. The guys were getting their gear ready, and now it was only a matter of time before the dragon was finally going to meet his end. It was time to meet up.
Let's do the classic screenshot. Xavier, you don't have pyro gear. You look like a guy.
Bro, I am a guy.
Here,
I'm just a
here.
mad scientist making my
You
machines.
just
Yeah,
got bunny slippers.
I'll give you my
My
fire gear.
pajamas are now.
Right, let's go. Rip Kylie. Everybody say Rip Kylie. Rip Kylie. Okay, we got it.
Okay, let's go. Oh, almost fell.
I did fall.
Oh, this is different. Oh, no, it's the same.
Well, this is the problem in this one.
With the barnacles.
Why is a bell ringing?
You go.
I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard. I just be teleporting places.
I'm lagging. I'm missing out the cool animation. Oh! Don't worry, guys. It'll be a couple seconds. Look out, Kevin.
Ow.
Why are you standing there? Teleport to this one.
John!
What is that orb?
Oh, I put the wrong thing. That's a black hole. Get
What
away
is-
from it.
Is that gonna like insta-kill me?
I don't know. I haven't used it yet.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
Wait, I want XP.
Wait, on God, I need it too.
Thanks to the power of Supremium armor, the dragon was annihilated. From there, I continued to make more improvements to our base, also preparing for the next dimension we were about to take on, the Twilight Forest.
Do you guys even know where like the end portal is?
Oh, we killed the dragon yesterday.
Oh. Why am I here then?
Kylie
I just don't know
Redemption. The Kylie Redemption arc is over.
What? What?
She proved she wasn't about it.
What do you mean?
You said you were seriously gonna play this mod pack.
I am serious.
I decided to put the portal to the Twilight Forest inside of this cabin I hastily put together, and if you don't know how to make one of these portals, well, where have you been for the last decade and a half? I threw the diamond inside, and like that, the portal was activated. All I had to do was wait for my friends who were taking their sweet time, but you know what? I don't hold that against them. This was going to be a long journey because we were going to do every boss in one go.
So the goal, Kevin, and it should be pretty easy to attain. Kill every boss in this dimension tonight. See, I'm gonna drop you right in the middle of this arena. This doesn't hurt him.
Oh wait, we're ready?
Ow, ow, ow. Who's...
You did way too much damage.
Who gets to
I
keep
don't
the
know.
trophy?
I wasn't able to hit it, so I didn't get the achievement. What the hell?
What's next? The Lich?
Alright, what spell am I gonna use this time? Black hole maybe?
Are we gonna get killed in that, Kevin?
I don't know. But I feel like this is the perfect time to use the black hole.
Look at this painting. I want to appreciate this painting of Pride Steve. It's a Steve. He's holding a pride flag. Look at that.
Alright, where's Pride Steve?
He's right here. Check it out.
You should take that. You should take that painting.
He's cute. He's an ally.
Oh my god.
Xavier?
Kevin, you should demonstrate the power of the black hole. I've never actually seen what it does. I'm gonna watch safely down here through this observation glass.
Oh, wait. I'm not gonna have enough time to cast it. I just almost got blown up. Jesus Christ.
He killed you? Kevin!
Yeah.
How do you break a shield?
You have to like. You have to kill him right here. He's right here.
I don't want to accidentally hit someone.
I'm up.
Oh, he's actually hurting me. Oh my goodness. What? That's the first time I've actually died with his armor. He's just standing there mocking us. He's not even attacking. What?
There's
What
multiple
is
of them
this?
around. Why would you use it when I'm right here?
Kevin, I'm stuck in a corner.
Kevin, I'm stuck in a fucking hole. Kevin.
I had to check if the Lich would start dying to that or not. I'm sorry.
It looks like he's not. I'm gonna die to this.
Yep, you have to kill the other one. Like, there's multiple of him right now.
No, there literally has to be something.
This happened
where-
last time. Like, me and John couldn't find them. Well,
You can wait. You have to kill the phantom ones.
not those ones up there. There's like another one you can hit.
There's a fake one right here on the top floor. You still
There's
attacking?
another one. I think it's happening to me, bro.
Nothing useful.
Backpack.
Yeah, he is. He is. Look.
Ah!
What the heck?
I forgot. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Yay.
Why did I not get an achievement? I'm literally. God.
Is that his crown? Okay, what's
I
next?
saw it first.
Xavier, is it the Hydra or the Ergast?
No, it's the Minotaur.
Oh, that's annoying.
Bro,
Why is that annoying?
Bro, I hate that one.
Because you gotta go through a maze.
I'm good at mazes.
Oh, I found one.
You did?
Yeah. Okay, Kevin is here. TPA to me.
Alright, let's split up.
Wow,
gang.
this is extremely ugly. Why is it ugly?
Oh yeah, we can't really break these either. When did that become a thing?
What is this?
Where'd you
What?
go?
There's an invisible thing here.
Are you talking
it's
about the
me!
method I found?
Oh, what the heck? Whoa. Why
There's
are
an
you
invisible-
invisible?
There's an
It scared
invisible
me. I was
thing
like,
here.
I got I got a cloak. Oh, did it freak you out when you hit the air and you caught on fire?
Yeah, I was like, bro.
Oh, they thought of this already.
Why?
What'd you do?
There's bedrock down here.
No,
What are we even looking for? I've never gotten this far.
the boss.
So these mazes are 2 levels. We're looking for the entrance to the 2nd level. It's just another hole in the ground.
Bro, you are covered in slime, Kylie.
I'm what? I'm covered in it.
You're green, yeah.
You guys have been gooed on.
You've been good. Oh, I found him. The Minoshroom.
SpongeBob.
I know what to do.
He's a centaur.
Oh my god. Wait, what the heck was that?
I don't know. He just did some crazy move on you.
Kevin, your stupid fucking spells are breaking the damn game.
I think we all have to eat it.
Oh wait, where?
Wait, what?
Need some-
The beef stroganoff so we can kill the Hydra.
There was only one. Oh wait, I have 2 more. Who wants it? Where's John?
Right here.
Kylie, for your sake, I suggest you toss me one.
Just throw them on the ground and see what happens.
I'll hide them in the maze. Stay there. They're hidden.
Okay. Don't move.
Poor John.
Did you put them in the same spot? Because they got that at the same time.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
No, Xavier literally watched me miss the fucking.
Yeah, you just jumped over
forgot.
really quick. Oh, we have another meat
I
stroganoff.
have another beef stroganoff.
That's amazing. Can I have it?
I'm gonna hide it. You have to find it. Close your eyes.
They're closed.
It's hidden.
I found it.
Bro's actually
Wait,
creative
hey, you're
mode,
cheating.
How am I? This is a speed run.
No, Kylie. I saw Kylie flying.
Kevin, this is a boss where I do want to see you use your powers. Like, do the thing where you spawn missiles out of a black hole and it just drops down on it.
Well, I have 7, Kevin, so you don't have the same
What
amount.
was that?
He's immune to magic.
I
What
think-
about the good old that? Oh! Don't be too close to me. I'm firing missiles, and for some reason they lock on you guys.
Yeah.
Wait,
My
I need to go
sword
in there and
does
hit it.
1
I need
damage.
to go hit it. I need to go hit it. Stop.
Wait, I want to cut the head off. Do the heads have their own health?
I'm actually so sad. I don't think my spells do any damage to these mobs.
Hey, wait. Let's do the thing we did last time in Better Minecraft, where we all put the trophies on our heads.
Okay.
Why does it look really small on you?
Wait, I have the Lich and the Naga here too.
Kevin, you'll be the Naga.
Kevin, you'll be the Naga.
I don't want to be a Naga.
Too bad.
Oh, what'd you say? I look close.
It didn't look like that.
Wait, that matches your backpack. What the heck?
Okay.
Don't talk. I will one shot you. Don't talk about it. I will literally one shot all of you right now. Except for... No, I can one shot you too. Don't feel safe. Let's keep it
What's
moving.
next?
Take a picture.
Okay, now we
Oh,
gotta
okay.
go. Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I gotta turn around.
Why?
Cause I'm embarrassed. This is me embarrassed.
We gotta do the Ghost Knights, I think.
The whoosy whatsies?
Oh, I forgot about that. Whoa, what's on my screen? What is?
Is everything black for you?
No, everything's colored, like blinding color.
I think you just deal with it.
Bro, no, I can't see.
This shouldn't take long. Maybe you just sit this one out then.
You could
Alright,
TPA
well,
to us.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just TPA once we get there.
We have to find a tomb in this maze, and then there's gonna be like a bunch of ghosts that we gotta kill. I found it.
Alright, Xavier, come over here.
Eh?
Come over here. I won't kill him yet.
Your name is
Wait, that was the last one. Oh, wait, no. Okay.
No, it wasn't.
Start
There's two
swinging.
more.
Where is it?
Are there spawners?
Front.
Right in front of you. Right in front of
In
you.
front?
Like genuinely right.
To
Or
your left,
to your left. To your left. Forward a little
Go
bit.
forward. Go forward.
Go forward. Go forward.
Right there.
Yeah.
We're beating on it. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's like hitting a pinata blindfolded.
Where is it?
Right in front of you. Wait, no, he moved. Oh. He died. You killed him.
Next, let's see. The Ergast. Oh, hey, Kevin, you have the map. You gotta find it. Oh, you're being killed by a Grover.
Shift right
What are they called?
click it. Shift right click it.
Here, while you do that, I'll just... I'll
There's
protect her
one.
in
There's
this,
one right in front of us.
Oh, where's that?
It's right in front of us.
Alright, well, I'll stay at the top.
We're just going straight up there.
No, I need a video. We gotta climb the tower. Here, let's play a game. I'm gonna shoot an arrow straight up, and let's see where it lands, and we can't move, okay?
Okay.
Okay, your turn. That one got you.
Oh, another one me. Oh, another one me. Have you gotten hit yet? Oh. Okay. I thought you said we couldn't move. Why am I watching you move?
I ran out of arrows. I gotta pick them up.
You put me in jail.
Jail. Sure. Hey Kylie, do you mind handing me the Phantom Knight trophy?
I don't know. It looks kind of cool. How do I look?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of ugly. You look like a look like a regular
like-
skull that was burned.
I like the mushroom one better, anyways. But Kevin, you look good with the Naga head.
Wait, put it back on. I wonder if it looks different for me because it doesn't have the helmet. It's just the skull.
It has the helmet for me.
I'll settle for the Snow Queen trophy instead. I'll settle for that one.
You know, that's fair. You could have the snow. Actually, no, that's an Xavier trophy. Xavier likes that one.
Xavier has a little head. We can't take that away from him.
Do I still have my head on? Bro.
You have to keep it on.
Keep it
You have to
on.
teleport to us.
This is
Wait, Kylie, what ended up happening to your pirate skin?
I took it off. Where's your pirate skin?
I mean, I got a pirate getup right here. Look, I got the waistcoat. I got the hook for a hand. I have the hat.
It's
My
not a
outfit came
cowboy
together.
hat.
It's multi-purpose.
Now, do you really want to do this, Kylie?
Do what? I have slime. Can I slime you? Oh!
That's a thing? That's gross. It's like you wiped snot on me.
Bro.
It's crazy. The slime reaches you, but the lightning doesn't reach her.
I'm gonna use a magic. Throw that at me again, and I'm throwing a magic arrow. I feel like I couldn't see it because my hand was in the way.
We have to start at the bottom. Why are there lasers? Oh, it's green for me. Oh,
Kevin, if I get to the top and you're there and you tell me, what took you so long? With an arrow.
Josh.
well, no, like for real. What took you guys so long? I'm up here all alone. He's looking at me.
Oh, he spawned. No, Kylie lied. I'm here.
little sounds. I'll slime him. Take that.
Fine.
Take that.
That's
He's green.
so
I
weird.
gooped him. I gooped him.
No way. You got it in
I
his
gooped
eye.
on him. I gooped on him. He's blind now.
Ow, 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 ow.
I got him right here.
Why is he so loud?
Bro, you were there waiting for it.
You're talking about
Put it on, Kevin.
what?
Wear your shame.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Put it on, Kevin.
Xavier took it. I was giving it back to you. I already settled.
Oh, it moves!
That's a cool
That's
one.
cool.
How come it? Like, why don't you have a neck though? Why does it rest on you like that?
Is it just you, Xavier? Pass it to Jean.
Oh, it's...
He's wearing a hat!
Let's go, Kevin. Lead the way.
Wait, I haven't been able to hit him yet. He's beat me up.
Oh, I'm getting frostbite. What the heck?
You can have the plush.
Where's his head? Looks like the Domo guy.
Yeah, it looks like Domo.
Domo. We're almost done.
I've actually never beat the Ice Queen because her things always glitches out.
I love these blocks.
You're a block.
Thanks.
Real close. But yeah, this always glitched for me. So I've never actually seen the boss spawn.
Ooh, Infinity? I need that. Oh, this thing is...
Whoa,
Actually
Xavier, holy
pretty big.
shit.
Where's Signal?
Don't kill it, Xavier. Let them get a hit on
Right,
it.
there's no way I can kill this.
I'm here.
Alright, start taking your hits.
Hooray!
Let's go.
So
Yeah.
it was you!
What? I don't have it.
That one suits you. Okay, now we have one last task. We have to find magic beans and grow a beanstalk
Why do we have to grow that?
so that we can get to the giants.
Do you mind passing that over?
Why? Xavier gave it to me.
While Kevin and Kylie decided to have a little dispute over who got the Ice Queen trophy, I admired this beautiful penguin.
That's horrible. I was recording them, and I zoomed up really close to one's face, and I could see like hopping in the distance. Like that was like an actual like foreshadowing.
Kevin, you can have it if you can find me. 'Cause I don't want it. I like the mushroom one.
Kevin declined Kylie's offer, saying that it was too late, and then he just disappeared, leaving us wondering where he had went.
I need to save you. Oh my gosh!
I got a penguin trophy. They'll always be with us.
What happened
Hey,
to
I
Kevin?
lost it. I lost the trophy.
I thought we were gonna go find magic beans.
I thought so too. I was waiting for you guys to do it.
I don't have the map. Like, that's the only way to find it.
He's just mad because I took the fucking thing. And I was gonna give it to him anyways, but...
Yeah, that's the last thing I heard him talk about. Oh, Kevin is alive. Nod your head if you can hear me. Are you able to talk? Are you talking?
He's choosing not to.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Bro, Jesus Christ. You know how long I've been talking?
No, we're playing like I was playing charades with you. You just
Bro,
hand gestures.
I'm out here rebuttaling Kylie, and I'm out here like, yeah, we're home with Xavier.
We thought you were having a breakdown.
Bro, I'm out here, like, I'm listening to you guys say this. I'm just out here organizing my chest. I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
Oh,
What are you saying? I'm out here like, why are you calling me a baby? I'm
think we were
literally just
messing with you?
organizing my chest right now.
I think they're underground. Trolls.
What are we looking for?
Trolls. I think they're big.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
Jeez.
big black obsidian. Giant obsidian. Mine? Mining? Mining it.
You can't mine that. You need a
I've-
giant pickaxe.
I can mine it.
It says I can mine it. I have a little check mark.
What are we doing with these trolls?
We need the magic beans. Did they drop them?
You do a little trolling.
Jeez, Kevin.
You sure we're supposed to kill them?
Yeah.
We can't trade with them? Ow, Kevin. Ow, Kevin. Ow.
They're evil.
What's that?
I am lagging.
Is the game frozen? Yeah, I was about to say the game froze for me.
And I don't have a single bean.
Hey, the game froze for me too. Wait, what the heck?
I'm not gonna lie, Kylie stopped talking as soon as the game froze. We're cooked.
Oh no.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're cooked.
Hello? Oh no. Ah! Ah!
I'm in the cave in the very back and I see this massive ball of light and Kylie swirling around it.
God, I can't stop laughing. I can't stop laughing.
No.
By the way, I have 3 magical beans.
I have a magical bean.
I
am a magical bean.
Yeah. I have 2 magical beans.
What does that mean?
Bro?
No, God.
What?
Wait, I didn't think of anything of it.
You said that and just like, I have 2 magical beans. Okay. What the?
Did she pause for a reaction?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Weird ass.
Let's go plant the beans. Okay, so we did it wrong last time. I think we have to plant it on like a specific type of soil. Oh, jeez, Kevin.
Are you guys? Oh God,
You planted the beanstalk already.
I'm being trolled.
You guys should plant. What is that?
Kevin, stop! Wait for them.
Wait, you guys are there, Willem.
We planted the thing. It
Wait,
was very...
John, what is that?
That's the last
What's up,
destination.
what's
That's
up?
where we're gonna
Wait,
fight the
so-
last boss. If they updated the mod pack.
Why is one of them in iron armor?
What happened to the? You pushed the guy off.
Oh, hey, stop! Don't knock him off! Don't knock him off. We're
Oh, goodbye, me.
Wait,
dealing with imbeciles right now, bro.
imbeciles. Oh, you can see the castle from here.
Bro.
Hey, there was an item that we needed to burn through the thorns. Did we get that?
Who the fuck took it?
No, I think that guy that fell probably had it.
2, what the hell?
Lamp of Cinders. With the giant's pickaxe, you'll want to head back to the troll cave to find the giant obsidian. Okay, we have to break the giant obsidian back in the cave.
Pull that back out again.
Wait, where's the guy? Wait, I want a pickaxe.
I think he hit the ground too hard.
No way.
Go, Kevin, go. Wait, do it
Hey,
again.
wait,
Look at me,
wait,
look
wait,
back
wait.
at them, and then shake your head like, man.
Oh, hold on, right here, guys, right here. We got it.
Ooh.
We're friends. Come out here.
This is the end of progression for now. The final castle that awaits on the plateau is still unfinished and a work in progress. If you would like to keep up with the mod's development, you can join our Discord server.
Where does it say that? 'Cause I know it says that before.
It said it in my chat.
Still not done.
Bro, I'm
Okay,
just
yeah.
flying through this.
The doors and stuff are cool.
Is this project abandoned?
I thought it was. Like the last time they updated it was like years ago.
Because on the quest log, there, it says the final boss. Oh, there it is. Is not implemented. Okay, well this was fun. Good job. Check it out, Kevin. This is what we worked for.
Pink!
This is why we do what we do.
Kevin! Kevin, why would you fucking do that?
I suggest you slash home
Cat-
before you die. I wanted to see if I could break the thing. I didn't expect you to walk in front of it.
Bruh, John. Kevin?
Are you still dying?
No. My shit is inside the fucking force field.
Can't we mine under the force field? Or do you think it's protected underneath this wall?
Some nice blocks, huh?
Yeah, they are pretty nice. Look at this. This would be great if they finished it. This
Yeah, get some
interior
doors
is
for it.
massive. What is this massive penguin statue outside my house? It retained its
I don't know
size.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Freaked me out. I thought my game was breaking. Oh, Kevin said he wanted to like have a monument in this pirate island. We have one now.
You?
Oh, we're still small.
Bro, I did not want this to be the monument.
Why not?
Bro, this is a pirate cove in the middle of summer. Look at our surroundings. You bring a penguin here? That's animal cruelty.
He's a pirate
It's
penguin.
It's to show that anybody can belong.
I was gonna make a lighthouse, but I think this is gonna be fine.
So, it turns out that penguins don't make the best lighthouses, but come on, doesn't that thing just look phenomenal right there where it is? We were gonna keep it. There were other things I wanted to work on, but first, a mystery I had to solve.
Why does my furnace look like a present?
Courtesy of yours truly.
What did you do to it?
Give it a present.
Does it do anything differently? Or does it just look like a present now?
It just looks like a present. Do you not like it? Is it too tacky?
No, it just threw me off. I thought it was like an augment or something.
I mean, I can get rid of it if you want.
Are there any other options?
Sadly not.
I mean, I like it. It goes with the carpet.
It was time to make another contribution to Xavier's scientific efforts, so I was crafting myself redstone seeds, while Kevin was logging off for the night.
I go to bed now. I got a good Mood Claim. I got a good Minecraft session.
And you're in love.
Really?
I need to hire you guys as like sweatshop workers. I hate converting these essences by hand. It takes so long.
I went to go check up on Xavier, who was still waiting for his redstone. Now, the redstone seeds, they were growing in the farm, and I was waiting for them to accumulate, and I just wanted to keep them updated. After that, while I was waiting for the redstone to grow, I decided that it was time to upgrade my weapon with looting. I decided to max it out with the highest looting there was, looting 7, which meant I had to combine multiple looting books together. Shortly after, Kevin invited me to the deep dark ancient city. He wanted to go on a warden hunt because he needed some of the materials that they drop for his mod. So I put my night vision goggles and the hunting commenced. We killed a lot of wardens, and it was very easy to do because of my awakened premium weapon. All it took was a few hits, and honestly, there wasn't any damage the warden could deal that could kill me.
Oh, he's hiding. Where is he?
Yeah, he really is. Hold on, I'm gonna go see if I can spawn these over here. Are you scared or something? Oh, these guys are not scared. My bad.
In the end, we killed multiple wardens, and Kevin had more than enough materials to continue his mod. I also placed a skeleton in Kylie's house. This time, I blew it up to maximum size. One final goodbye before the mod pack came to a close. After all, we were nearing the end, and this just seemed like the appropriate thing to do. Once I was done adjusting the skeleton, it was time to check on Xavier once again, who made extreme upgrades, this time with Noah showing up at the very end as well. But yeah, Xavier had made some groundbreaking technology in the field of building. He could generate buildings at will with the proper tool. He could also make them disappear.
Look at this wall right there.
Okay, I'm looking at it. Oh, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing?
That's crazy. Where do the blocks go? Or do they just disintegrate?
Can we get out of there?
That's insane. What?
It just
You can have,
voids them.
like-
You can bring them
You can,
back
like,
though.
all there.
What if I put a
Just,
block
like,
in there?
I don't know. Wait, go stand inside of it. Wanna see?
Please.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Ah! Oh, there was a hollow space in here I lived.
No way! Hey, bro!
Guys, I think it's time. No, I'll cut you up. I got a ton of stuff that you can have. Baubles and armor. You can wear this. This will make you immune to poison. Here is a bow. Here are some arrows. Here is a magic broom so you can fly.
As for Kevin, he made something called a Library of Alexandria. Basically, you put an enchanted book in there and then you take it out. So if the book is really expensive to apply in the anvil, well, this solves that problem. It resets the book, also lowering the XP level to combine it with a weapon.
All right, who wants something killed? Who needs stuff? What do you need farmed?
But before I could go hunting, we had to help Noah with his housing crisis.
Where's Noah? Bro, put
Here's
Noah
the
in one of
tree.
these boats. You want to live in Kylie's boat?
I want to be in Booty Bay with everybody.
Well,
Those boats are part of Booty Bay. In fact, they're on the bay.
No, I got a place for you. I got a place for you, Noah.
Well, then
Like
show
the place for
Xavier where to put it.
the enchantment table place is lonely.
Put him down here. Put him right here.
With the help of this brand new technology, Xavier was able to clear out a space for Noah instantaneously. All he had to do was move in.
It was
Process.
perfect.
That was
This is
crazy,
perfect.
man. That is perfect.
That is literally perfect. I'd like line it up. Oh, that's yeah. right
Hey,
there.
hey, hey! These are banned. These are banned here. What are you doing?
What? They're not. This is a private domicile. He can put torches at his house.
Oh no,
If you don't pay your rent in time, I'm gonna.
No.
So funny. No, you can actually threaten him with that. No, you better pay me my
It's
dimes or I'm
funny.
gonna fill your house.
You know what's
Why
funny?
would
I
you-
can actually
why would you
change.
do
I can
that?
actually change the way the blocks disappear. I
Why would
changed
you
it to
do
like
that,
the
though?
Thanos. I changed it to the Thanos snap one, so like it disintegrate.
I love that.
Why would you do that to my house? What would I even pay you with?
With
No,
gratitude.
just so you're aware, torches are banned in Booty Bay.
And I will give you a housewarming gift.
Here, no, here's my
Thank
housewarming gift. This
I
is for you.
appreciate the housewarming. Thank you.
Also, vein miner is a thing in here.
The temptation to make my housewarming give a black hole is tempting.
Here, Nog.
Bro, actually do it.
Don't take what you want, but I mean, take
Whoa.
it. What the heck is happening?
Yo, I'm
Oh,
dying.
man.
Yo. What is happening? No!
That's crazy.
Shit,
Oh my gosh, it fizzes into my house too!
You're the one that asked me to put the housewarming gift in.
In his house, not mine! Ah!
What did you do, Kevin?
Bro, I gotta save myself. Oh, I can't even RTP.
Yeah, what did you do?
I'm disintegrating Kevin's base where I've had it.
I need a lot more. I don't like when John says that.
Why are you... Dude, what? Why? What are you doing?
No, don't kill him! I gotta kill him! I got the sword for it. I just needed a place that was flat.
I knew I got rid of it. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, are they getting out?
What? John.
What?
I was wondering why he was complaining.
I need a
I was-
and he doesn't have an eternal ham, so I'm gonna give him all the steak that I collected. It's like over 2 stacks.
My old armor looked absolutely dope as shit, but now I'm orange.
Is it the best one or the first one?
It's the first one. I gotta get an obsidian next. This is all the modium. Can you farm these two? Vibranium. It's the next thing after all the modium.
You gonna make the armor for me?
What armor do you need?
Where's my armor? Wait, I need armor.
I want unobtainium armor.
You don't need an obsidian armor.
Yeah, dude, that's the only armor that's better than what I have now. Here, let me see where my armor
Wait,
ranks.
what do you have now? I feel like
I have Awakened Supremium.
Imperium.
No, Awakened Supremium. It's
Oh.
up there. It's a tier below unobtainium. Saber, I paid a lot of money for these cows to spawn as like adult cows, and they came out as baby cows. So can I leave these here to mature?
Where? What cows?
They're in your floor.
What?
Stepping on your circuitry.
Kill these guys.
They're not hurting anybody. They're down here.
Bro, they're in the way.
They want to be scientists like you. These ones want to leave. Like, you can actually tell the ones that want to study and then the ones that want to leave. Look at the ones by the door. Xavier then demonstrated the power of his machine by generating a structure right in front of me. I'm telling you guys, this was the future of building, and if we wanted to copy and paste builds, we could. After that, it was time to join Kevin in a new dimension. There was one more boss we had to kill because he was trying to create the ultimate all-the-mod armor. Check it out, man. I'm in the utter... What do you call it?
Bro, get these shitty ass cows out of the way, bro. Why are they down here?
You can
try to get my stuff.
I'm coming for them. While Xavier was dealing with baby cows, I entered a new dimension, ready to explore. We were searching for a brand new structure, a type of pyramid that housed the enemy we were trying to destroy.
Well, apparently we're supposed to find a dungeon somewhere around here, John.